And you should be going.
Welcome back, everybody. After a few months of sickness from multiple folks and just general summer schedule stuff, we are back with Oathbound Roads tonight. Good thing, too, I have been really itching to get further into this dungeon. So, as it's been a little bit, a recap. The Unbowed in the city of Alpench have agreed to help out the hidden enclave of changelings, securing them a hiding place in the catacombs below the city, and potentially giving them a place to take refuge from the searching Ion Reich. But the place has a reputation for undead popping up every now and again, so they've had to go down and potentially clear it out. Along with them was an agreement to return the favor the druid Midge, who had met with them and petitioned to help them in exchange for helping her out with the Sun Eater, mysterious fey creature that had been wandering the countryside. And on their excursion down into the depths, they ran afoul of some undead fairly quickly, specifically boneless, flappy skin bat things that descended down from the ceiling and attempted to drown them. They were dealt with, but it was an unpleasant experience. Then they arrived in a small tombed chamber with a locked door and discovered a false wall inside of which the texture of the area changed from something clearly man-made to something not quite natural. A spiraling, labyrinthine hall full of bones plastered all into the walls, sticking out of them in various grotesque poses like some sort of bizarre trophy collection. There were bones of giants, dragons, beasts they did not recognize. And upon receiving no answers, Garm, losing patience, broke one of them in an attempt to draw something out. And boy, did they. They were confronted by a massive wraith of some kind with massive claws, nearly killing Midge and dealing quite a bit of damage to the group before finally being dispatched and disappearing. Midge, in the confusion, turned invisible and disappeared. Retracing their steps, they found them huddled in the entry hall, and a glamour that had held over them disappeared, revealing their true nature as a furbolg. So, all that said, you are within the entry chamber. Midge huddled against the wall, many of you having taken a decent amount of damage. If anyone has any questions or needs anything recapped, I will be glad to provide.
It seems I didn't take any damage because I'm at full health, but I can't remember if I actually got hit or not.
That is correct. You did not get hit during that fight. You kept your distance.
I don't want to draw too much attention to now.
I sure fucking did.
Mm-hmm.
The marshals took some pretty decent hits, yes.
I'm trying to recall if... Yeah, and I'm trying to recall if we healed before the session ended.
Some healing was done. So
I have some healing potions I can hand out. People can take the action to get the full healing.
Yeah.
Because,
Midge is in a bad way.
Yeah. Not to make you feel any worse. Oh, I shifted back to Changeling. Yeah, not to make you feel any worse, but I tagged you as a furbolg right away.
Midge just kind of shakes their head and looks down a little bit, scratches the back of their head. I never was much of a good liar.
The guy's going to shrug at that and just say, well, leave it to a shapeshifter to find another one.
Exactly.
That's yeah. I'm not exactly normal.
Nor am I.
Hey, and you pegged me as not a fireball right away too, so I guess that makes us even.
As it does. Winces and grasps at the still healing wounds on the shoulders.
Yeah.
Can I hand them? Are they still damaged?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, I'll hand them one of the graders. So that would give them 20 HP.
20 HP. That's good. You know the pose where you like hunch down and like drape your arms over your knees.
Mm-hmm.
That is Jetta's pose next to Midge.
The Slavic squat.
What?
Yeah,
That's right. That's how I pictured it.
One of the Cossack dance poses.
Kinda, yeah.
Well, even you doing that at your normal changeling height, sitting down, Midge is still slightly taller than you in that, but
Yeah.
it is a good image.
She's getting, trying to get, face to face as roughly as she can, given their height discrepancy and how Midge is against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it a physical shift for you, or is it an illusion?
Both, really.
Huh.
It's a form of glamour in a sense. She uncorks the bottle Vask-handed and takes a swig. Let's see, greater healing. Well, it's a full action, so that'll be 20 HP.
So I have 3 graders left.
You can see the shoulder wound and the slight necrosis on them beginning to fade. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. You all have work to do, don't you? I don't want to get in your way.
My concern is leaving you alone in this place.
I don't blame you for being scared. Sounds like this is your first time really doing anything like this.
Closest to death I've ever come.
Well, if you continue to adventure, there will likely be more.
So I was warned.
It's not as bad as it sounds. It takes some adjusting.
Vask is keeping his tongue, trying not to look at the one-armed woman.
Yeah. And
It's worse. It can get worse.
Because she covers it pretty consistently. So Joe's gonna pull up like the one sleeve and pull off the glove and show off the silvery hand.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly not the first time I've come close to death.
How did that happen?
Somebody who got corrupted with dark, terrible magic ripped it off with their teeth.
I see.
Vask is keeping it away from any wolves.
This was a gift.
That's a special gift.
It is. See how she flexes it. and then brings out the blade. Just
Garm standing there in armor of the same metal.
not quite the same. One Garm's
Pretty
is
close,
silver,
but
but
yeah.
mine's, quicksilver. I mean, yeah. So close, but not identical.
Same hue, different consistency.
One's much more concentrated than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got yours right from the tap. Mine's secondhand.
It's not all bad, Midge. You'll get scars, but you'll also get things you never thought possible.
Mentally to Hildegard, Vasco say, your kids see anything?
Squints, just
Birds? Do the birds see anything?
one's on my shoulder.
Yeah, didn't we
the
leave one
other's-
bird just to be digging
Yes.
for loot?
He's
Laug-
neck deep in skeletons going for a shiny.
Laug sensed something magical in a giant pile of bones, and he is still digging.
Oh my god.
You can sense the frustration in this bird very much, and I've come too far to back down.
Does this crow understand sunk cost fallacy?
No,
Not enough to stop him.
no animals do.
He's getting closer, but every once in a while, he doesn't understand engineering enough to understand that some bones will collapse if you move too many of them.
Oh god, it's like playing an RTS and forgetting you have one villager doing a task, and then you're like, wait, how long have you been over here doing this?
Yeah.
I will say Hildegard has chimed in every now and again, just like, "Hey, buddy, what you doing?" Just silence. All right, leave me alone.
I appreciate the encouragement. I do.
You didn't choose
Just-
this.
Could
All
always use more help, even if it is to hold the torch.
I don't want to be a liability. I don't want to get in your way.
You haven't
don't want-
gotten away.
I'm exactly useful. I do magic right.
Well, you can be useful.
Oh,
You can be useful by not, getting yourself killed. But you've succeeded so far. And if you see one of us get knocked down, do what you can to keep us from dying. You don't need to fight, but, a pair of hands is a pair of hands. And then she, looks at her, her silver hand and, mm.
Hildegard's actually go to move a little closer and say, even if we lose our magic, we can always find some way to help. It is feeling helpless is not something you can easily manage on your own.
No, it's not. Said feeling helpless is not something easy to manage on your own.
No.
I'm used to being on my own.
You're not now. Now are you?
They're used to being in your element.
Well, you can't be alone now, not in this place. Otherwise, that thing will come and find us again.
Yes, unfortunately, going off alone is more dangerous than sticking with us. Because then you're not without us.
You're really certain that you want me around for everything?
Yeah. Look, you're not
Why?
the first person who's been frightened by their first near-death experience and needed to run off.
Okay,
That-
before. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
You ask us why, but why wouldn't? Why do you think we shouldn't bring you?
I'm cursed. Always have been.
Raises an eyebrow.
Every moment
Cursed
I've tried to do
is-
anything, every moment I've ever tried to make things right, it goes wrong. I thought this time could be different. Not. Every time I've tried to fit in, every time I try to do anything, I get cast away, thrown aside, lost. Might have been a mistake.
You're not a mistake, Midge. Look who you're with. A one-armed changeling. A werewolf. Wait, hold on, before I say that, she knows you're a werewolf, right?
I don't think I ever dropped it explicitly, but he's not going to get mad at you. I mean,
Well, okay, yeah,
masks
but-
are coming off.
Yeah,
Even
but
if
she
he's
has one
not-
to tell what's not hers to tell.
He's a dog, and they're on their own.
What?
People like having them around, but they don't really want them in town.
Yeah, well, she's not going to tell that without Garm's consent. You're the one-armed changeling.
Vask, who is glowing.
Jerks the finger over Vask. Vask.
Hey,
A wizard who is
a recent college graduate.
My point being, none of us are exactly good at fitting in either. I'm a shapeshifter and I haven't fit in.
Who has anyone trained you in your abilities, or is this all self-taught?
Who, me? Or
Not you,
Um,
Midge.
Natural ability. No one really could figure it out.
Oh,
Suppose
Lucky.
you should know. I was born quite a long time ago. Back when looks over at the three humans of the group, our kinds were still at war.
Oh fuck.
would that give
When I was
any?
young, I was just a child. I stumbled, fell into a pool, disappeared into the Glamourlands.
Ah,
And I thought it was just an afternoon, just a nap, in an enchanted forest, a magical place where the animals could speak when they were friends. My innocence. When I found my way back, 800 years had passed. Everyone I knew was dead. And I was seen as some cursed relic of a forgotten time.
I see.
She puts like a hand out to put on Midge's shoulder, but like, looks them in the eye, to, like make sure it's all right.
Just looks at you. Not really sure
Yeah.
entirely how to read that.
Puts a hand on their shoulder.
the
Hmm.
the only person we've met that would be that old is the big dragon, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's like 2,000, I believe.
Yeah, quite a bit older than that.
She's ancient.
Yeah, and she's also possibly dead.
On her way to it.
Hospice.
Hmm.
Well,
The elders tried their best to train me, to bring me up the way I was supposed to go, but the magic of that place had gotten into me. It was different, precious. I couldn't focus, couldn't learn the way I was meant to. Just branded a troublemaker my whole life.
Once this is through and we help you with the Sun Eater, we know a coven that has people with gifts very similar to yours. We could make introductions and they might be able to give you pointers, guidance. Not saying that you have to listen to them, but they might have some useful advice.
I was warned of folk like them. Taught for decades of my life. But I wasn't supposed to. Taught for decades of my life that my abilities were not natural. They were not what they were meant to be, and all my best efforts to learn the way I was supposed to, the proper magic, just never took.
Can I ask you something?
Aye?
What is your magic? What can you do?
I've never really had a word for it. No one really understood what it was. Everyone was afraid of it.
Can you describe it?
Just a connection of sorts. My time in the Glamourlands. I was able to speak to the creatures there as naturally as breathing. Understand them.
So that is why you hunt the Sun Eater. You feel a connection towards it. You feel responsible for it.
What happened? I found, just last winter, I found another pool. Like before, it had been a hard day of training. Being told that nothing I did was correct enough times. Just wanted to escape for a little while. I did. I returned in spite of them telling me not to. Doing so, Sun Eater escaped. Released out into the mortal world. Breaking the balance of things. Even in my attempt, can't help but fail. The ears just droop and just a very defeated posture comes over her. That was a bridge too far for them. The elders could no longer justify me. It's too much of a risk. I was exiled. Never to return.
Sounds to me like they should have tried harder.
They tried for 50 winters.
She looks Midge in the eye. They should have tried harder. It's not your fault that things were different for you.
They were patient.
Clearly not enough. Don't give them a free pass for failing you. They were supposed to take care of you. Changelings teach other changelings how to shapeshift. We teach each other how to live and survive in this world. Is it hard sometimes? Of course. I'm sure there have been times when a changeling couldn't learn properly. I'm sure there were ones born with strange magics. You don't just give up. You ask me, you're better off without them.
That gets a moment of eye contact.
Yeah. You deserve to find people who will care about you. And like softly jabs them in the chest.
Careful, a rib or two may be broken.
Carefully.
Now, which finger were you poking with the wax or the metal?
Oh god, the wax.
Squeeze.
She kind of sense everything. She's like kind of uses her wax, her flesh and blood hand question mark as her dominant hand. She doesn't not use the other one, but it's like it still feels weird. You were special. They failed you, Midge. If they couldn't take care of you properly, they should have found somebody who could.
Lammerdolger are demonized within my own.
Changelings are demonized here.
I hear what you're saying. Your lives are so short. It's hard to understand. It's hard to understand.
Like Midge just fucking punched her in the gut.
Mm-hmm. Hard to understand sometimes that burns so bright so quickly. Strange. Not used to it. It's not how we're taught to think.
From what little I've seen, it's not exactly unusual for long-lived people to stagnate.
That describes the elders, yes. The only reason they kept me around is they hoped that from my age and my memory that I could tell them about their past, their glory days, when we still ruled these lands. As a child. You're very kind. What would you prefer I called you? Looking over at Jeddah.
Oh, it takes a second for her to recollect herself.
I met you as Nat, but
that's what you call me when I'm in disguise.
it's not much of a disguise for me, unfortunately.
No, I didn't imagine it would be It would be the most. Your people aren't seen around very often. That was an intentional choice.
No, we're not.
Jeddah.
Jeddah. You're very kind.
Am I? Raises an eyebrow.
Garm stares pointedly at her.
You could just be a little more gentle.
The world's not gentle, Vask.
No.
Sometimes being gentle is good, but it's not always the best option.
You hear in your head, Jeddah, look at me.
She does.
We've shared enough that I think you understand. I understand
the
whole world not being kind, as he kind of gestures to the implanted tattoos.
Oh. Fair.
And this is just kind of one-on-one. So I'm just saying, when the world isn't gentle, perhaps it comes to us to be gentle.
I have been incredibly gentle right now, Vask, for me.
No, I understand, but just maybe sprinkle it on a little bit more. You're doing
my
good.
best here, all right?
I'm not.
I have met two people in need of like.
It's very obvious we're having a telepathic conversation.
Yeah.
By the way,
I have met two people within a very short span of time who have clearly needed someone more experienced than them in their life, and this is not something I am used to.
Garm has been squatting down with Midge as well, but he gets up. He's offering a hand to help Midge pull back up. And actually, instead of human fingernails, he's got wolf nails.
Oh,
I too bear a curse, Midge, one that has made me a difficult student and a monster. But I found my pack with these folk.
You are welcome to it.
you. Oh my.
Oh, side note, but I've mentioned this before, but I am going to punt his guardian if I ever meet him. Just to be clear.
so
You.
we still have.
Mhm.
Sorry, go on.
She just looks at Garm's furry clawed hand. Just kind of looking at you again with a much more clear understanding. There's definitely much more of an overt, sympathetic connection and eye contact there.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
You bear that. That's a terrible burden.
Indeed it is.
When our kind bear that curse, we turn into bears. It's a lifelong struggle.
That it is. But in this company, it has become lighter. I have even found joy in it. Such things are possible, Midge.
Joy.
She is very fluffy.
It's a new discovery of mine, but I have found how liberating it is to not cage the animal, to hate that part of myself. And once it's set free, it is no longer angry.
Truly.
We've seen it. He has come up to us as a wolf and has been quite pleased to see us.
It is still difficult, of course, and I imagine I have yet to face my greatest trials, but I don't think I would have gotten this far alone, so please join us now. For while you have needed this, our time is still precious. We must get to the bottom of this. Many lives depend on our actions.
You sure I won't get in your way?
No.
Yes. You meant you won't. I meant I'm sure.
You've given me a lot to think about, Garm and Jeddah and all of you.
Again, his hand is available to help pull her up.
She takes it and does rise up, its head nearly hitting the ceiling, but is just slightly bowing down, hunching the shoulders.
So is Mitch your real name?
No.
Is what you'd prefer to be called, or do you have another one that you prefer to be called?
As an
I am
exile,
aware that
I no longer have a name. So, Midge is fine.
well, like looks like surprised for a second. Well, we'll have to get you a new one. Be it Midge or something else.
There's Hildegard's going to just like kind of slide over a little bit and say, "There is some freedom in not having a name, something you can define for yourself."
Oh, you're right.
I make new names every time I make a new face. There's power to it.
I'll think on that. Midge, his hand begins to glow and will cast Cure Wounds on herself. Okay. 3rd level.
Good.
Yes.
24.
Pretty good roll.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn.
Mm-hmm. It's at least a hit. She can survive now. Oh, they can survive.
The wounds close up, not completely, still leaving scars and tatters in clothing.
He will give a pat to Midge's arm.
Think of it this way. Whatever we are dealing with is clearly glamored. Your connection to their lands, it may prove helpful.
I really hope so. I do not like the feel of this place. Yeah, but
I don't think any of us do.
you're right. Staying here alone or retreating, it won't help. It won't help me, and it won't help those folk up there who need it. If I die, well,
You died helping people. Those who can't help themselves.
Now you're talking like somebody who fights undead.
She holds up her hand. This thing seems to dislike undead.
All right. Let us return to that one chamber.
Yeah.
there is a lock. No, there is. He's a locked door right ahead of us. You,
Slow turn.
aye, this way.
Garm. A moment.
Arm, heal.
Make it quick.
He waits for everyone to go ahead. Including Vass.
Before she
Come on.
leaves, Vara is going to come up to you, hand you a potion, and then give you a very significant look like...
What am I getting from that look like?
It's like she knows you're angry. She also knows that you should, try listening first. She doesn't say anything, but that's what you get.
Alright, she waits for them to go.
By the way, we would still have all a telepathic link, so
Yeah. She waits for them to go. Grabs Garm's like lapel area and shoves him against this pillar.
Alrighty.
I mean, she could try.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
is not resisting.
Yeah.
It was hastily done.
You
Yes,
put all of us in danger, Garm.
I did.
And now I have bleeding holes in my body that I will not recover.
I.
And you and Midge have bleeding holes in your body. When you put someone in danger, you can put yourself in danger. When I throw myself at something, I make sure it does not explode on the rest.
Mm,
I know.
She does, though.
No, I love it. It's just, you can hear Vask hitting X to doubt.
She
It's
does,
It's sound
though.
travel, so you guys are definitely still hearing this.
You hear some.
Parts of it
She's
at
not like
least.
shouting. It's like
yeah, we can hear there's a whispered conversation
Whispered.
going. We're not catching everything.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Vask. That was me.
Oh, hey! I'm serious though. When she does something stupid, she puts herself in danger, not the rest
Yeah,
of the people.
yeah, Olivia does. But I'm thinking about some of your other characters too. I'm sorry.
Look, someone has to be the shit starter. Yeah.
just don't lightning bolt this easy character.
Oh, I don't have magic, so it's
She
fine.
can't. Yeah.
How do you look in Garm?
There is no defensiveness. In fact, it seems this is he has the expression of someone who has been admonished this way before, and he's just kind of taking it into stride.
Just like his dad.
The grip loosens, and she like pulls you close, and wraps her arms around you.
Believe me, there's nothing you can tell me that I haven't already told myself 1,000 times over across my entire life.
I know.
For now, stow your fury.
Garm, remember, pulls back, holds you out and looks at you.
Mm-hmm.
You're a good man, Garm.
Whatever you say.
No, none of that, Garm. We just had that whole thing. You're trying, which is more than what many people do. You don't always succeed, but none of us do.
I know.
Not to interrupt, but you wouldn't happen to have any bird skulls on your hands, would you?
No.
Gonna walk
damn
on
it.
over.
Magical component.
No, a very conspicuous and obvious lock. And
Well.
looking here, you can see there is a very clearly sealed circular door. In the center of it is a small indentation that appears to be the shape of a bird skull.
So
Hmm.
I'm going to try something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Vask is going to take his canteen because he's not going over to that nasty ass water. And because he should, I know it's probably getting to the end, but it hasn't been an hour since he's cast telekinesis, right?
Not quite, no.
So he's going to like pour out a little, holding as if there's an invisible cup there. Just pour a little bit of water, and then move it to the thing, and as if pressing the water into like a mold, he then uses the cantrip shaped water because it's not a concentration, and he creates a little iceberg skull using that as like a Play-Doh mold.
Have you tried this
Well.
before?
Normally when I do this, I'm using it to break a lock, but this time I want to see if I can fool a lock.
Well, it's frozen and it does stick to the stone. It is a very well-fitting mold.
Huh.
Does it activate anything?
With it just sitting there, no visible motion on the part of the door.
Is there a mechanism?
It may not be a case of mechanics. That trick may work on an ordinary door with tumblers, but it could be magic.
Yeah,
Hmm?
can I investigate this door? I want to see if there's like
Sure.
some mechanism to it.
Can I very gently pop out the little ice bird skull, though?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, 9?
9. As
Wow.
far as you can see, if there is a mechanism to it, you can see that there it is comprised of different stones aligned together in a very precise way. So there very likely is a mechanism to how the door opens, but you can't decipher an exact moment. Feeling all over it, feeling the area where the bird skull is placed. There's no clear path forward with it.
I'm afraid this one's a bit beyond me.
I could do
Hildegard.
something,
We're just-
potentially.
What's
Not
that?
entirely sure how well it will work, but like you said, it's not a curse. A curse can bring joy. Something like that. I hope this works. Steps forward and grasps at a little string of beads hanging around her wrist. Whispers something in a language that, well, Darm knows Sylvan, so you would understand. You hear the word Wormfeller.
Huh.
And in front of her, lights begin to form from below the ground, and they take the shape of a creature.
Oh.
Something any of us recognize?
Hildegard would know what one of these is right away. They're referred to as Molochs. They are giant moles the size of a pit bull.
Oh.
Can you imagine how soft that thing must be?
Oh.
I imagine she just has flashbacks of a young adventurer going in and trying to fight them in tunnels and just being a terrible idea.
Yeah, they are very capable of fucking people up if they are crossed. Big
That's
claws,
what-
very fast.
That's why it burrows
They can
into
cause a-
Golmoda root cellars instead of giant rats.
Yeah, they can cause a lot of property damage. It's been a while, looking down at the creature, and it just looks up and sniffs at her.
Oh. Friend of yours?
Yes. I met them when I returned.
Huh.
Spoke. And I would sneak off after lessons. We would meet at the edge of the forest, play together at times. Do you think you can burrow around this rock? We can get past this door. It sniffs, just kind of looks around. Its little star nose wriggling. And then it just immediately burrows down through solid rock and creating a hole and disappears.
I think that was a yes.
Looks that way. And after a moment, you hear clawing sounds coming from the other side of the door.
Wow.
All right. See what we can do then. Midge's eyes glow for a moment. The clawing sounds stop. Oh my. It's another tomb. Big one. One very, very large casket. Tomb, sarcophagus, I'm not sure what, that's been broken open.
Hmm.
Does it look like from the inside or something smashed it in?
It's like both, honestly.
Interesting.
Well, best we've got.
Yeah, no. Can
What of those finger bones you found in the other crypts?
I think I used
Yeah.
those.
The silver finger bones, right?
Nope, you did not use those. You still have them.
Okay, it's been a while. Uh,
Looking
what-
on the other side of the door. Hey, you're not going to believe this, but yes, there are indentations in the other side of the door. Shape of a skeletal hand.
oh shit.
Can you hand them to me?
Yeah, here.
She whistles, and after a moment, another hole emerges, and you just see that big dog-sized mole head emerge out, just sniffling at everything. Take these. See if you can fit them on the door. And it actually grasps them with its little star nose tendrils.
Mm.
The mole
Disappears
can pick
shortly
locks.
after. You put that bird skull back in place.
Yep.
I think this door's meant to be open from both sides. Which is strange for a burial chamber, not gonna lie.
Slightly worrying for a burial chamber.
Must
Yeah,
have been
especially
important.
since that implies they were expecting them to get up eventually.
That, or
Or
there's a guardian.
Or not to jump immediately to something might kill us. I mean, something's trying to kill us, but you know what I mean. There could be treasure that they were trying to keep Tomb Raiders from grabbing.
Sure.
After a moment. Go ahead.
Sure, but the existence of a mechanism to open the door from the inside of a tomb wouldn't be there if it was just for tomb robbers.
Shrugs.
After a moment, you hear the sound of something sliding. Rock grinding against rock. And you just see that big mole kind of snuffling around, starts crawling around the room looking for things.
Well,
I will go first.
It's even bigger than it. It's actually not as big as I thought. Keep forgetting.
Is this some kind of broken statue?
Yeah,
two.
they're very much so. You can
Are they
see
not
this was
visible?
a very, very large stone casket of some kind that has collapsed in on itself.
Ah,
Oh.
right.
Can I investigate it? I want to see if there's like,
You sure can.
yeah.
I
And I'm
assist,
gonna.
Sure.
and I'll be. Can I also use like telekinesis to like at Jetta's directions, like lift up some of the rubble, since I can lift up to 1,000 pounds?
If there's a need for it, sure.
Ha!
Okay.
Fuck!
Hey,
You tried to get me that time, roll 20.
It's
23.
exactly one number lower than the last investigation you
Uh-huh,
did on
uh-huh.
both sides.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so
What
with-
the fuck? 23.
With the assistance, the 23, you look around. The stone has been pretty thoroughly shattered. But you can see
Yeah.
the faint bits of an inscription that is partially buried under some of the collapsed stone. With vast help, you're able to uncover it.
All right.
And you see, here lies Nuln Millcarver, son of Hetheva, builder of the windmills.
She'll read that off.
Okay.
Anyone
Is
know
that-
what that means?
The
Yeah,
windmills
does that
outside.
mean
Roll a religion if anyone wishes.
Oh
God.
boy!
Vara's eyebrows are gonna go up.
that means something to you, Vara?
Thiva.
Vara is a fan of that particular god. Okay.
Oh, wait, religion.
18. Wow.
History kind of applies here too. All right,
It's
so
the same. It's my same bonus.
So you all immediately, it's like you were. All right, going over how exactly to divvy out this information. You'd only just really learned about the gods recently, but you're able to put it together pretty quickly from your recent your recent dive into knowledge about it. And Garm vaguely can tell what this is, and Vara definitely can remember. This is the tomb of one of Hetheva's children, the Hill Giants.
Oh, this is a tomb of a hill giant.
Who
That would
apparently,
explain the
according to
giant
that,
skull.
built the windmills outside of the city, likely
Mhm.
centuries ago.
Huh.
By legends you know, the Hill Giants were probably the most skilled farmhands there'd ever been. They
When it's
helped
all bad,
till the
right?
land. They could make any soil fertile. This one clearly did a great service for the city. Considering this was swampland originally, he very likely is the reason anything grows in this place at all.
Well,
Perhaps the giant ruins to the north also belong to these people.
The creature we fought was not as big as a giant, though, right?
No.
But that would explain the bones in its lair.
I remember seeing one of your giants,
I
God's
have
children back then.
I have a unfortunate thought. This tomb is empty. What if our intruder raised the corpse?
My rebuttal to that, and I don't know if it's a rebuttal, it's more just a hope, but we did see that giant skull in the wall, so I'm hoping that they turn them into their little art project there.
That's
But again,
always
that could just be me being hopeful that we're not going to have to fight an undead giant inside a cramped tomb like this.
yeah.
Garm looks over to the path forward.
Only one way to find out.
Is there anything else of note in this room?
Not that you can see. This is clearly a place of honored burial, but it's collapsed.
Vast makes a
So-
grimace.
Mhm.
Question, Vivi.
Mhm.
So, like, a lock from both sides doesn't always mean it has to be, like, protective or anything like that. Hildegard's thinking, like, this could have been part of a ritual. You know, a
Mhm.
lock on both sides with one thing being, a bird skull's an emblem of death, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So she's wondering if this could be a ritual of some sort.
Well,
But-
you want to roll maybe even Arcana or a history on that? I would allow it.
I would much prefer history, thank you.
Okay. 13.
13.
Okay. There very clearly is some kind of ritual significance to the choices for the locks. You're not entirely sure what, but this tomb has been pretty thoroughly sealed and can only be opened from both sides. it definitely implies that there was some kind of magical significance to keeping this door closed.
Okay.
Maybe perhaps some kind of necromantic thing. Maybe the giant was meant to be something that was resurrected in times of dire need. Or maybe something else. You're not 100% able to glean a clear answer, but there are definitely theories that could float around in your mind from that.
Alright. She's gonna mention this a little bit as she snakes up. Given the nature of the lock and of this tomb, I'm wondering if it may have been a ritual of some sort that was never completed, or even just meant to protect the dead.
They're the
Something-
children of... Aren't these the children of your gods? That's certainly
Right.
something I wouldn't want to fall into bad hands. Even their bones likely contain divine magic.
There's a startled glance from Vara at everybody. Like, it's a good thing our mutual friend didn't know about this.
Huh!
I
Grimace.
Just a head tilt from Midge at that.
We'll tell you another
Just-
time.
A long story short, we dealt with somebody with an unhealthy fascination.
All right, everyone, remain close together.
Well, problem as Vask gestures to the route we have to take.
There's
More water.
well,
Oh.
So this is leading down.
Yep, down into another long, narrow corridor. And if you like, you can roll perception checks.
Oh boy!
I am lit up. Does that help?
Yes.
we would very much like to percept.
Oh my god!
I shall peer.
Maybe.
There we go.
Thank you, Hildegard.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Hildegard.
Christ!
Well, that's a
it's your one
persuasion,
job.
Mara.
This
Is it?
place is
Oh,
ruined.
shit.
It smells. This place is ruined, and it smells of corpse water.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
This is rotten and awful, and it's hard to focus.
I rolled a 6 for perception.
Yeah, my persuasion has the same modifier as my perception. It's still 4. So
Yep.
Vask goes back to the tomb, picks a piece of rubble and floats it and sits on it, much like he did before.
Okay. With Hildegard, thanks to your raven senses and the like, you notice two things, because that's a really fucking good roll. One, the walls along these edges have collapsed partially, and the reason for that is they were pushed as though something too big to fit through this corridor squeezed through.
Oh, there goes that
she's,
theory.
she's gonna look around and then wince like, Vask, I'm sorry to say you may have jinxed us. The walls are partially collapsed, and from the look of things, something too large to pass by did it.
And even worse, the second thing, up ahead you can faintly hear the sounds of splashing.
And I think
Erratic
there's
splashing.
something at a distance splashing.
Oh great, so
One of
that
those skin things.
she jerks back towards the tomb might be fresh.
Or it could
Um,
be old and
With my that investigation I did on that tomb, could I tell if
Mm-hmm.
that damage looked old?
Yes, very thick layers of dust on things.
Okay,
yeah,
well
the problem is with undead they can preserve very well.
Yes.
and as far as I can tell, that happened a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be that, or it could be related. I don't know. Could be related to it. Could have just been sitting in here until it was like notified of something, and we did make a lot of noise in the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Only one way to find out.
Has Gar informed us he's been getting anonymous hate mail?
What?
Yeah, you know, because Vivi's been, messaging me about anonymous hate mail from whoever's in charge of the dungeon.
Yeah, but has Garm informed us of that?
If my memory serves, yes, he has. When it first started happening, he did mention it.
Yep, you did when
Okay.
you first entered into the bone room.
Then, okay, since I just remember them. Garm, are you still hearing, or are you still being shouted at?
You're not.
Silent for now.
The last thing it said was enjoy your rest while it lasts. Right after you defeated that wraith creature.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't take a short rest.
No, but we got a breather for a pep talk.
Yeah, and some potions.
All right.
Before we proceed, does anyone need a potion?
Yeah, you gonna drink that potion I gave you before you die?
I've got it.
I have 2 standards. I'm good.
Vara,
I'm all
is that
right for
you?
the moment.
I haven't been hit.
Do you have one though?
I have.
We're going in there.
Okay, here, have a greater.
I'm not. I'm saving this for when I lose my temp HP.
Now, if you take one, Vara, I have 2 graters on me.
Okay, I'll take one.
The mole
also,
snuffles past underneath your feet and just goes into the water.
Does it submarine into the water or does it float?
He swims.
Yeah,
Starts
Star-Nosed
paddling.
moles are really good at swimming.
Oh.
Why does everyone staring at the swimming mole like, is that normal?
That is no mole.
He's getting impatient, Midge says kind of sheepishly and walks into the water. Thankfully only going up to the waist. Oh, it's thicker than it should be.
It always is.
Jenna will pick Vara up,
All right, this is happening.
and she'll grow back up into, her old form.
I was gonna offer. Gonna be crowded, but Vask could probably levitate a piece of rubble for Vara and Hildegard to join him.
I'm being
Too late now.
schlepped by a furbog, so I'm fine.
It's too late now.
Okay.
Yeah. Hildegard can get on that.
Yeah, Hildegard.
Garm is
Yeah,
keeping an
she can-
eye up on the
she can be on the
ceiling. He doesn't want
Yeah.
anything to drop down again.
Make a perception check.
Excellent.
I have to stay by you, so
I want you to be able to see
Alright.
and cast properly.
You do not see anything up on the ceiling at this time.
May I also do that?
Sure. It'd be pretty
Yeah.
fresh. You guys only got attacked by the skin flappies like an hour ago, so.
Yeah.
also you can move.
Hey.
Jetta, I've got light on myself, so
Alright, 21. You do not see any skin flappies.
Okay, I'm gonna hold like a dagger in my hand and just keep an eye out for skin
Alright.
flappies.
Wait until
You
you
in?
get that
Oh,
level of
stop!
telekinesis.
A massive chamber opens before,
it's the
flooded,
Okay.
collapsed rubble all over the place, and a very, very large shadowy figure
Stop!
standing with its back turned,
Stop!
just knee deep in the water. Actually, like shin deep in the water.
I have extreme dark vision down here. Just like,
Yeah, Hildy can also see it.
everybody freeze.
I can only see up to the mole.
I can see it. Oh my god, that's huge.
I can see it too. That doesn't look fun.
Yeah, I pick up Vara.
you already have me.
Yeah, I know. Where's Mitch?
You gonna throw me at the shadowy man?
No! I like, I sit Vara on Mitch's shoulders.
You have no idea if Midge is strong enough for that. They're a druid.
Vara weighs like 80 pounds.
Right, you just see a
Well, you should
highlight
ask
with
before you
interest-
set another woman on somebody's shoulders.
Fine, okay. But I
Standing
far
up
as-
women over here.
How much would you
Right.
say that that
Then-
Nat weighs?
Nat?
Yeah.
Oh god. I don't know how much Nat weighs. Because, like, her weight doesn't change when she shifts, right?
Mm.
It just kind
No,
of.
it does not. You're just really buff.
Yeah, she's really buff. So, like, I'd say she's. When she's not as heavy for someone that tall when she's Nat, but fairly heavy muscle wise when she's, normal size. So, like, 2 something?
Noted. Okay.
Why?
Okay. Just making a note of that.
Also,
All right.
Nest, what
Oh.
were you saying?
So you handed Vara off to Midge.
Or do you have room on your floaty vest?
That would be up to the DM because I know I'm pushing it.
I
with
would
the
say there
whole-
would not be a big enough piece of rubble to hold 2 people
Okay.
from that particular
so
thing. Not stably.
Bring it over and like
Oh,
doesn't say anything. And then puts a finger to her lips.
just nods. And Vara, it's very, very abundantly clear you could feel from things. Midge has less trouble holding you up than Nat does.
I shouldn't be insulted.
You're lighter than I thought.
Shouldn't be insulted, but
I get that all the
Robes
time.
and
make
I
the
know-
wizard appear heavier than it actually is.
Also,
How
a powerful build.
Okay. How does holding your
Alright.
breath underwater work?
It is the number of minutes equal to your con modifier.
Okay, cool. So I can hold my breath for 5 minutes. I hold my breath.
Terrifying.
You want to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
in that?
Yep. And I shrink down as to a small creature. I am Ikala currently.
The dentist kobold.
Yes.
You are a
very
swobold.
Swole. And she's got to, be under the water holding your breath so she's not, making splashing sounds up above.
You look over and just see the mole with a big bubble. I remember that's wrapped around its star nose. It just looks over at you with its tiny little beady eyes, like, you weren't here before.
Vara,
She gives them like a.
Vara looks
Hold
at
on.
Midge as she's holding her and she goes, "She's gonna smell like this forever."
I think we all will.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think
She's
that's
not-
gonna be inside of her now.
she's not excited about this, but like, she could do
Okay,
this.
so
yeah.
as you swim into the room, there are bodies sunken down and floating around at the bottom. Lots of them.
Oh,
Well, through our
That's
mental connection, there is a lot of bodies in here.
Yay!
Where are the bodies?
The nearest one is 5 feet away from you. In fact, it's right here. He kind of sneaks
Great.
up on you.
Is it moving?
Not at the moment.
At the
Cool.
moment.
Great. That's what I was hoping you wouldn't say. Does Can I investigate the corpse?
Sure.
Investigate 24.
24. You start swimming a little closer. Then you realize something. This corpse appears to be wearing some kind of very, very muddied and soiled, but it appears to be wearing very fine robes of some kind.
Oh.
Then you look down at the hands and notice that the fingers are unusually long.
Oh,
Then you see its eyes open, and it looks right at you. Mouth opens and starts moving towards you, claws extended. You
Yeah.
realize what this is.
cool.
These are ghouls.
Oh, great. Great.
And you start to see more of them awake and alert. All of them
All right.
start hissing and bubbling and moving towards you.
I
So
was
mentally
worried
warn
you.
everybody. Ghouls! Ghouls!
I was worried you were going to say that the
Dude.
bone claw was back already. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
For the what?
Um,
Well, hey. Ooh. Nice
Raven,
diversity of, type
yes.
here.
you want to say something?
They immediately start just rising up out of the water with a natural Nosferatu-esque stiffness, and they start moving towards you. Roll
Wow.
initiative.
I should have rolled stealth.
What's up? What's up, Scather?
You were saying something. I thought.
It's fine.
Oh no.
Well,
Fuck, 24.
Point 12.
Yeah, I put that. That's my tiebreaker.
Okay.
Hey, well, at least we weren't surprised by them jumping out of the water at us.
Yeah, you did see them.
nah.
Yeah. So this is not great, but it's not, surprise corpses. Also, I have advantage. I have advantage, but I don't think I need to roll again.
No, probably not. All right, I should roll for Midge.
Oh God, that big guy's gonna be in here too. Could I
can't
see him?
Before we
Six.
go, is this
Hmm?
rubble here? Is this to the ceiling, or is that?
These are columns going all the way up to the ceiling, yes.
This one here, yeah.
Those are just piles of rubble
Okay,
that just slightly stick out above the water.
we're just gonna kind of pat Midge and go. You can put me down there.
Oh, right. Oh, boy. Oh, wow, he is really excited. You can actually, looking down, Wormfeller is practically vibrating down in the water at these ghouls moving. Realize this guy might be a little bit of a fight sexual.
Oh, no.
Hey,
No.
finger guns.
He's
He gets me.
All right, so Midge
I
got a
didn't think
6.
the
He goes
mole
right
would be the
after.
one who understood me the best, but here we are.
well, he's pretty close to a badger.
Yeah.
Owls eat really fast. Give them a bigger size to where they can take on bigger prey. That's going to translate to prey drive.
Hmm.
All right, so now for the ghouls. Adding their turns. And the big guy. Okay, let's make some rolls here. Okay, 3 from the ghouls, not particularly great.
Good.
Okay, 11 for these guys. Alright, the bloated ghouls,
Eh,
another 3.
lovely.
And the Barrowgast. Oh,
Oh,
high initiative from him. Even with a negative, that's a 16. Okay, so that's everybody in the order. First things first, Ikla.
yup. Well, bonus action, I'm bringing out the Phantom Limb.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take away my shield. And, I'm going to attempt to cut off this guy's hands.
Go for it.
That's the, well, the modifier doesn't change, but 14?
Let's see
Is that it?
here. It does. Okay,
11 slashing. And I believe it starts to glow now.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, that's right. Your limb does that.
Yeah, I think it just makes them glow, and I know where they are.
Yeah, it's more so meant for ghosts, but it works with all undead. It's really
Yeah.
useful when you're fighting ghosts.
Yeah. Trying.
Later out.
I stowed the stats. Wait, he glowed. That's what's important.
Yep.
Uh,
I'll mark him for that.
second swing.
Glow. Okay,
22.
definitely hits.
8 slashing.
Noted. So you make a couple of cuts in. One of the arms is hanging limp, as well as a big
Cool.
gash in the gut. It's not really bleeding. It's just more of that awful water coming out.
Yeah, it's a bloated corpse.
Not great, but
Yeah,
that's good damage.
Yeah. That is turn.
Okay. Okay, that's turn. We're at Hildegard. Oh, and I should also specify this water is difficult terrain,
Oh, great.
No.
unless you have a swim speed.
I do not.
Or hovering.
Hovering over it works too.
Just checking to see if something is in action. Alright, so Hildegard's gonna essentially shuffle with Vask so she can move like on the other side of him. So she has a little better field of view.
Okay.
And then she's gonna sign like, oh, this is gonna suck. And she's going to tap Raug. Your turn to and he gets turned into Big Bird.
All right. Drop the rock.
It is.
All right, where are you dropping them?
Drop the rock. Other side, like, kind of, he's between Nat and everyone else.
Okay. I think he's a large-sized critter.
Yeesh.
So, Raug he's forward, shadows coalescing, and floats lying over the water, intense wing beats pushing out and rippling the sewage, is the big burb.
Yeah.
And it looks
This
hungry.
is Raug's first time. Yeah, it's Raug's first time being big. Oh, there's tasty death everywhere. Lovely. And Hildegard can't really do anything else, so that'll end her turn and start his.
All right.
So,
The turn order
he's
real
going
quick
to
so I don't
start,
forget about him.
he's going to start by beaking and clawing the undead over here.
Noted.
Okay. Multi-attack. Doesn't really matter which one I start with. Beak. 18.
100% hits.
God, if it doesn't,
Okay.
we're in trouble.
Woo.
And then claw 8.
That misses.
Yeah.
So what happens, he goes in, immediately clamps down with its massive beak onto the shoulder of this ghoul and rips it clean off. The process of the weight displacement of that, it swerves and sways backwards, just dodging out of the way of the claws.
He totally swallows the chunk of meat he gets. He's
Oh,
having
obviously.
a blast. Yeah.
These are
And I
snackies.
think there's everything else I can do.
All right.
Yeah, everything's in action for Rock, so yeah, it's end of his turn.
Okay. Time for the big guy. The commotion, it slowly turns around and you get a very good look at it. It is a nasty looking old bloated body. That is almost 20 feet tall.
Yeah, that's still giant.
Its gut is just absolutely ripped open. You can see bones dangling out from beneath it. Just a massive cavity.
Ugh.
Oh, this is not the necromancer.
No.
No, it's not. I
This
didn't
is
think it was.
This is probably his guard dog.
It moves forward
I think the Bone Claw was the guard dog, and this is the bouncer.
This ghoul is in its way, so it's going to
Oh,
attack
God.
it.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay, so he makes 2 slam attacks.
I love that I can't see any of this.
Same.
You're definitely hearing
I
it.
can hear it, and it's like, oh, I don't like any of this.
You're just hearing flesh squish. Just massive
heard some
groans of
horrible
air moving
screeching.
through a husk. A very big husk. It sounds like a giant, kind of sounds like a blacksmith's bellows. Like a really big
Ooh.
set of it, considering that each of his lungs is about the size of one. Oof. Yep, both hit thoroughly. That's 2d12 each.
Oh, love it.
Ooh, that's high. Okay.
2d12.
Okay. First blow, 26 bludgeoning damage. Second blow, 21 bludgeoning damage. So this thing just raises a fist and just swats this massive, this bloated ghoul, dealing a lot of damage to it. Nearly breaking it in half, but it is still technically standing. This thing's surprisingly resilient. The ghoul just appears, it starts screeching and trying to move away. Appears that this big beastie is a little indiscriminate. That's all he's going to do, so now it's time for the ghouls right in front of you.
That's why the ghouls were all playing dead.
There's nothing to eat. There's nothing to eat. The big guy keeps them, so yeah, I'll go back to bed.
Okay. So the one that is glowing is going to take a couple of swings at Ikla.
Yeah.
All right. First one. Oh, he only gets 1 attack. Okay. That is a 9. That's not going to hit you.
It will not.
So it lashes out with its claws, and you very easily dive under the water to get out of the way of it.
Cool.
Going equal is probably the smart thing for swimming because now you don't have hair for the water to get in.
True.
It's true.
We just gotta boil you clean.
Oh, God.
Pressure wash.
All right, difficult terrain, so this one just moves forward a few feet, clearly trying to get a piece of the action. And that's all for the ghasts, so now it's Vara's turn.
Okay. I can't see anything except for the one ghoul in front of me, so
That's the one you can target.
I'm gonna hit him.
What you got?
I'm gonna hit him with firebolt because that's always a good bet.
Yep. That hits for sure, and yeah, this one's dead.
Ooh, damn.
That's how good your placement was, actually.
It's like, it's the only one I can see, so.
He was glowing too, so it made him a very easy target.
Yeah.
Let me see here. What do I?
So as you dive down, getting out of the way of the claws, you come back up just to see a bolt of light streak hit it right in the head, knock the head clean off. And it just collapses under the water.
Gives you a thumbs up.
You're welcome.
All right. Is that turn?
Yeah, but yeah, that I can't do any bonus action, so this turn. So go ahead, turn over.
All right, Garm.
Garm will use his movement speed with the difficult terrain. Get up to here. Might I roll as a professional monster hunter to recall any information about these things?
Sure.
If I recognize them at all.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'd say nature with advantage. 10. Okay.
Damn.
Ghouls are a bit of a curiosity. Some people insist that they're undead. Others insist that they're just a necrophage species that lives below ground that resemble undead. Some people think that the answer to that is both. But you know that you do not want to get bitten by one. They have a neurotoxin that can paralyze. They do that to stun prey and then just start disemboweling them as a mob.
Paralyzing bites. Got it.
Great.
Don't let them bite you.
And from here, he is going to use one of his spell slots to cast Fairy Fire.
Nice. Which on? That square right there. Okay.
Does that mean Vara and I might be able to see something finally?
Yes, that would create a light source that you guys could see. In fact,
Okay.
I will drop a light right here then.
Oh,
Oh, I kind of wish I couldn't see that. She says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, Vask is
Yeah.
just like, oh, turn it back off, turn it back off.
Yeah, turn that back off. That's fine.
Oh, no. Okay.
Can we turn it off? It never shows me anything good.
Okay.
Spell
This
save 16.
This ghast passes,
Damn.
luckily for him. This one's glowing now.
Well, people must have got home. I can hear the Vask going, ooh.
And, wow, nat 20 from the big guy.
What the?
He's motivated.
Graceful.
Fairy fire just doesn't land on the big giant, but this guy's glowing. So you all could see that.
Yay!
Yay!
So the big guys got free fired?
No, he actually passed the save.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking ballerinaed over it.
He has a negative too. He just rolled really, really high.
It slid off the layer of
God.
slime.
Fairy fire just
Why
couldn't
would you
get
curse
close
me with
enough.
that? Ethan,
Oh.
why must you curse me with that?
All the little fairy flyer flex is like, I ain't touching that.
Gross.
Nonetheless,
Alright,
it is
anything?
a light source.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, we're at Vask.
Yeah, sorry, Hildegard, you're coming with me.
Fine, I need to get in range anyways.
Well, you're on the piece of rubble I'm flying on. So I think you like
stretched
jump
arm.
here.
Try not to step on people.
Oh, and Vask is like, oh, probably should have held back a bit. But, oh, this is going to be funny.
Turns like, Adelaide's like, oh yes, you can't see this.
No, I didn't. All I could see was your big boy there. Does Vask have any idea if these things would be susceptible to, like, mental effects?
You know that I mean, ghouls are a fairly common adventurer problem. Anybody who's ever had to clear out a graveyard's had to fight ghouls at least once.
Yeah.
You know that
Mhm.
charming them doesn't work. They can't be poisoned, and they are tireless.
Okay.
Exhausting them is nearly impossible. They will move until the sun comes up without stopping. But you know that psychic-based abilities do work on them.
Okay. Then, well, I'm not going to maybe use a psychic, but I'm going to, in that spot there, that 20-foot radius,
Mm-hmm.
just shy of the birdie boy, Ask is using a quicken spell to make it a bonus action, since he had to use his action to use telekinesis to float over.
Yep.
He's going to
Nice.
Arcane
Ooh, the new
Eruption.
one.
Ooh.
The new sorcerer spell. I love it. Okay.
And it's going to be cold damage, possibly with the hope of flash freezing the water around their legs.
Dexterity save 60. All right.
That or
17.
electrocute them.
Yeah. Roll that 6d6 and then roll the d6 for what the effect will be.
Because if they get charmed, that's going to be funny.
They can't be charmed.
Yeah, I didn't think they could, but let's see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
poison
bad. A little bit
charm won't work against them.
cold damage. A little bit of half. Failure. 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 One success from, funny enough, the one that's glowing.
Yeah.
Big guy fails. Okay, so they all take that 16. He takes half.
5 charm. Damn it!
Well,
Eh,
hold on, let me see.
You're
And the
immune to.
big guy
You're immune to.
Um,
you're immune
well,
to 2 things on this list, so I'm not surprised.
it's a fun fact. The big guy is not immune to being charmed.
If, it,
So
Okay, we
this,
take those.
if you had one
this is-
choice,
that's a W if I ever saw one.
Oh no!
So
It only
there's
has
this big.
the condition until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so there's just this big burst of cold. 16 damage. You hurt a lot of them pretty badly.
Does it freeze them in place? Any of them?
No,
No, it
not
wasn't a
enough to
big
do
roll.
that.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it's
good
not a
lord, is it
cold.
close. Some of them look really fucked up.
Good.
Oh damn! Good fucking spell.
Yeah, I really like that one.
I've been waiting to
very
use that on enemies that would be susceptible to charm, just in the off chance I rolled that. So the first time I use it, I'm like, oh, most of these are immune to charm, and then
To be fair, they're
Okay.
immune to 2 things on the list, so you're.
Yeah.
Oh, the fairy
You're
fire
playing the
didn't work,
dice.
but looking at the light source, you can see, in spite of that sudden blow and a little bit of frostbite appearing on its pallid skin, there's a moment of almost clarity in the giant's eyes and it looks at Vask. You're not entirely sure why, because they're cloudy corpse eyes, but it's pretty fixated on you at the moment.
well, being a telepath, would he feel like that moment, that emotion of friendship?
You're getting the sense almost of an awakened, long dead consciousness for a moment. You might have just woken up this giant's soul a little bit.
Oh,
Shit.
Could I then, just as a free action, just telepathically it goes, redeem yourself.
Okay, noted. Okay, is that turn?
Yeah, that's literally all I can do, unless he's got in the muck and started trudging, leaving Hildegard here.
All right.
Dumps her off the rock.
Very, very good move there.
Wormfeller.
yeah, goddamn.
Okay. Just looking over what Midge can do here. Midge moves forward. Trudges up to Wormfeller. All right. I guess we stop calling it a curse now. And rip them apart. For bonus action, she will command Wormfeller to attack.
Is she a tamer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a druid, but a tamer.
Rip and tear.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's what she meant about having friends that would talk to her. Shit. Okay.
Power of Tism.
I was going to ask, is it Wormfeller or Wormfeller?
It's Wormfeller, but Wormfucker works too.
No, feller as in like
Fella.
like
Feller?
dragon, like a dragon.
It's spelled Feller, Feller, and it technically works as both. because he has a wormy nose and he's a nice feller, and also can kill things with extreme prejudice. All right, so bonus action to command. Midge can't go forward. Let me see.
It is.
In terms of attacks. All right. She'll look over at the nearest ghoul. Goes, "You're about to get eaten." And
The one already missing an arm that got eaten.
yep.
Vicious
Okay. Which it fails. Wow, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Ghouls do have a little bit of intelligence, so it could understand. Oh no!
Yeah. It's like, and then, like something out of fucking Jaws, just a dark shape darts forwards towards this ghoul as fast as it can go, and leaping out of the water, fangs out, is a giant mole.
God, I fucking love Tamer.
Version of Hildegard where I build her as a tamer just for fun. Since
So
the
Alright.
birds are the
monsters.
most competent things about her, anyways.
Comes in with the bite.
So many bird monsters.
Jesus
Jeez.
Christ.
And there's nothing to stop multiclassing.
And piercing. Yeah, that's enough. He leaps up and clamps down like a face hugger. And you just hear something crunch inside of the nose folds.
Oh,
And the
jeez.
ghoul just falls into the water dead.
Yeah. Fucking Tamer familiars can be fucking scary as shit.
And it just slips back into the water. Let
I
me
remember
see.
Mug.
Yeah, Mug was frightening. This is a very fun kobold press monster.
And don't forget Carmen
Mm-hmm.
and her frankly
Oh.
ridiculous amount of damage.
Also, Shockwave version 1 with the Shredder Moth.
Yeah, with the moth. The Shockwing also terrifying.
All right. So he can't really move anymore, so he's just going to sink back down under the water. And that's turn. Now time for the regular ghouls. 2, 3. Gonna take an aim at the big bird. One
So just put
attack.
his AC on his token.
All right. That is, wow, that's a 16.
Just hit.
That just hits. So the claws come out. Actually, no, he'll go for a bite. That's
Big
8
food.
points of piercing damage, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
So, question: is this considered a poison?
It's technically not.
Okay, just checking. Because rocks are immune to poison, but I wasn't sure if it was or not. Okay, con check. Save. It's... Means I figure out where the fucking saves are on this page. Oh, my,
Pretty sure it'd be the same thing.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything in it, so it's just standard con.
Uh-oh.
9.
So he bites down onto Raug's arm, and Raug actually is paralyzed and falls down to the water. That's the only attack it gets. And 15. Yeah, this one is going to take a swing at Hildegard with its claws. A 17.
Oh,
Yeah, it hits.
Oh boy. Okay. 2d4. Okay, that's 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As it
That's
manages
my
to get a
temp
good scrape on your arm.
Gets rid of my temp HP.
And alright, now it's time for the bloated ghouls. This one attempts to move away, getting an attack of opportunity from the giant. Okay. Sorry, I had to answer a text real quick. Okay.
Oh, oops, I was muted. Also, isn't that thing fairy fired?
That one is, yes, so that'll have advantage. Which, that's a 22.
Wish it.
Ooh, boy. That ghoul is fucked up. It's still standing.
Oh, fuck. Goddamn. I regret
Barely.
standing.
It practically got smushed like an accordion.
Hmm. So we're just
Okay,
like
the other one moved as
spine-
close as it can. Moves as close as it can. Okay, that is turn. We're back up the round to Ikla.
Okay. Okay, first time of combat only. Okay. Well, I'm going to go up to the one that attacked Hildegard,
Mhm.
and I am going to get the fuck off her.
100% hits.
11.
Good hit. Still standing.
Second thing. 21. See,
Okay.
Evan.
And I'm
Still standing, but it looks rough.
Bonus action. 20.
Yep.
8.
All right, that does it.
Yeah, she's like
Good.
crocodile swims over. Well, no, that's not right. Whatever. She swims over and just like kicks it off of Hildegard.
Yep.
And then goes to town on it.
Yep. You swim up from below, land a very well placed blow on an ankle, shattering it, dropping it down into the water, and then you just basically rip it apart. It's like something out of Lake Placid.
I was gonna say she's a kobold quickling right now.
Jesus.
Basically.
That's
I don't like that thought.
Hashtag squiggling.
I like
All right.
quicklings.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
See, that was my movement. That was a 5, 10. That move. No purpose over there. Back here.
Okay.
That's turn. That's difficult terrain.
All right. Hildegard.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna settle for shooting this chunky in front of us.
Go for it.
Where is my? There it is.
That hits.
Okay. So 1-0.
That's enough.
Hey.
Good.
Yep.
Great.
You shoot him, leave a massive gaping hole through the chest cavity, and it just slumps down to the water. You
Right.
can faintly hear a wheezing chuckle from the giant.
Oh.
Now that's not
Cr-
terrifying at all.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of creepy. And I'm going to shoot the other chunker over here with my other two
Dang.
Eldritch Blast. Fly
Oh, damn.
again, then.
Alright.
Yowza!
Nice.
Jesus.
I will take
Do it
that.
again.
Dude, yeah.
Almost
That
dead.
hits too.
Oh, he's got. Well,
Four.
maybe gone.
He's not dead. He actually still looks in pretty decent shape, but that definitely
shit.
hurt him.
Okay. Well, then at the end of my turn starts Chunky Rogue. And he's
Yep.
paralyzed.
He can
so-
repeat his saving throw, con save, to end the paralysis.
Yep.
And he passes. So
Oh
he
my
falls
God.
into the shit water, and for like 6 seconds, you're not sure what's going to happen. And then he just gets back out, and he is fucking pissed.
Goes to the shit water.
Like, I'm supposed to be the one biting you, asshole, not the other way around.
And then I have to do the with disadvantage a charisma saving throw. Nah, he's dead.
Cool.
He's just keep the demon under control.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah,
he's
get a little
fine.
feral in that moment.
He's fine. He's just angry. And that's
All right.
my turn.
All right.
That's,
So for the moment, while this guy is charmed, see how far. Oh, damn! He can move 40 feet.
Oh, fuck me.
Jesus.
And he's big enough
Oh,
that I'm
God.
sure he doesn't have difficult terrain.
You might be big
So you
enough,
just
it
see
doesn't
this
matter.
thing shambling across through the water into the shadows behind this column. It's going to take a
Oh.
swing at both of these ghouls.
Oh, there's more than one?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
the guy behind the column.
Yeah.
Oh, I only see this one.
So you see one of them. That definitely hits. And that definitely kills him. So he moves. The ghouls realize that he's moving and start to scramble away. Grabs one of them in his hand and just crushes it. Then he uses the ghoul's dead body as a bludgeon.
Yes.
And
He-
fucking murders
mother-
this one back over here too.
Hey,
So you
hey,
just hear 2 screams in very short order, and the sound of the
Oh.
body hitting another body, and also a little bit of the column crumbling because he had to hit that to hit him. So you feel rubble collapsing from the ceiling a tiny bit.
Uh-oh.
There's
Ugh.
essentially paste left of the ghoul he was holding.
Yep,
He beat that fucker with another motherfucker?
he did.
Hell yeah.
In that moment with the blood splatter and everything else, Vask, you sense that brief flicker of consciousness go away.
Oh,
This thing
boy.
might be a little feral again now. All right, that's it for him, though.
That's why I put the block
Let's
over
see.
there.
Are there any of those ghouls left? No, the owl ghouls are all dead. So we're at Vara.
Okay. So I can stay back here and still do
You
nothing.
can, yes.
So it's a toss-up between Garm or the Vrock. Which one wants to be faster?
It's probably best
One-
with the paladin.
One can fly and is unburdened by the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
The other
I
is a
use
paladin.
speed.
Yeah, the
Go-
other is
go
a
with whichever's
paladin.
funnier.
So there's a good argument to be made for either.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love how like you got all this tactical shit on one side, and the other one just it's a paladin.
It's a paladin.
Your life is so fucking over when I get over there.
Yeah, I'm going to cast haste on you.
Paladins and barbarians doing the Schwarzenegger Carl Weathers handshake.
Here, I'll-
You son of a bitch!
Pop it up.
Thunderclap
Alright.
as they lock
You've been-
hands.
You've been hasted.
Ghibli hair!
Zoomy time.
Sonic speed up music.
I'm gonna give you that shoe. That shoe is the perfect thing for that.
I gotta go fast.
Gotta go
Oh, yeah.
fast.
Oh no, Puppy Arm getting in trouble for chewing on the
the preacher's shoes.
No, don't do that.
Puppy Zoomies activated.
Oh, he did that.
Oh,
All right. So with that, I guess we're at Garm now.
Mm-hmm. Go, Garm.
Congratulations, you have normal movement speed and an extra attack. What are you gonna do with it?
I think the Vrock has the ghouls down on lock.
Uh-huh.
There's a Vrock on lock. There's a Dr. Seuss book.
terrifying.
We need to get Garma freedom of movement ring.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah. Even if the girls are smart enough to go around the rock,
Yep.
it's still taking a lot of space.
You dash beneath Raug's wings and arrive within striking distance of this massive giant who's still got a little bit of ghoul leg hanging from its hand.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. I do believe this is the right one. Swing for the fence.
That hits.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Hill giants, big targets.
Mhm.
They're just damage sponges.
So it's technically still charmed until the end of my next turn, which is after Garm's.
Noted.
It's also funny that you're hitting with a woodcutter's axe.
Yeah, that
Go
is
for the
actually really
knees.
funny. That hits. Okay, I gotta do some math.
And you get a third attack.
Mm-hmm.
You do. Damn. Okay.
Instead of the Hulk smash, it's Garb. It's might.
Garm
This very
smash.
much has Hulk versus Wolverine vibes.
Same height difference.
Eh.
Let's hope he doesn't get swallowed like Wolverine did.
That did not end well for Hulk.
Yeah. I
No,
was
it
about
didn't.
to say.
But it's happened more than once, which is weird.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so you did 80 points of damage with that.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Not enough. It is enough to wound it. You lay out some very serious gashes along its body through that, cutting at the legs, the arms. It doesn't seem to register the pain from it at all, but you can clearly see that that is wounding, and you are severing at tendons, trying to cut off its motor capacity, trying to slow it down in any way you can, and you know you're hurting it. But you also know that you need to be quick, because if this thing gets a good swing at you, it could probably bring you down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with that in mind, no more remaining movement. Yeah, I think I'm good to go. Don't want to burn too many of my spells.
Yeah. All right. So that puts us with Vask then.
And Vask will telepathically to it say, "We're gonna punish the one who did this to you," before he mind whips it.
Excellent. Good choice.
Don't think an undead giant has a good intelligence saving throw.
Hey, and it's technically charmed right now. It could choose to fail.
Yeah. All right. That little flicker of consciousness comes back, and it allows the effect to take place. Still taking the
Ooh.
damage.
That's almost max damage too.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
a really good hit. Almost got him bloodied.
Damn.
It's just almost.
Yeah, almost. All right, so must choose move, action, bonus action, and can't do reactions. Okay.
Oh, and I'm going to use my bonus action since to do the telekinetic shove.
Okay.
So this guy needs to do a hold on. Can't remember which.
Strength save.
Since I've done this. Believe so. Yes, strength save.
That's what I remembered. Okay. He
Against
fails
the
thoroughly.
17.
Yeet.
Oh yeah, he just
Smacked
moves
into his buddy.
5 feet.
Okay, is that turn?
Since I
All
can't
right.
move without
Midge will wade further in. Okay, let's take a look at her sheet here.
Oh, shit. I
Okay.
completely forgot. Rocks are resistant to non-magical attacks. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll have to
I
give him
forgot
back
about
give him back a little bit of health then.
Yeah, no problem. I can do that.
Okay. All right. So she'll look over at Wormfeller, look at the two ghouls over there, go rip them apart. She will inspire him.
Hmm.
rip and tear.
Until
And
it is done.
10 swims forward and is going to attack this ghoul. Just got shoved. At it with bite and claws. $16 hits. 11. Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah. The mole teeth and claws begin absolutely going to town on this thing. You can very clearly see this thing is an apex predator in its own mind. Oh my god.
It's like
I mean-
underground king, and guess where we are right now?
I mean, it makes sense. They probably burrow into a lot of crypts, and there's ghouls down there quite often. So
You know, you make a really good point. I'm going to say that these moles eat ghouls.
I mean,
It's
to be
God.
fair, like when you
There's
think
a bunch
about
of
it,
worms in there.
yeah, cadavers attract worms, and moles love worms.
It really does
These
make
weird
sense.
Dead bodies full of insects.
especially with what you say about
Wormfeller.
Golmoda having a good undead problem.
Mm-hmm.
Are ghouls Wormfeller's favorite foe?
It seems that way at this point. And let me see here.
Oh,
I think there's one more thing she can do here, technically.
did anyone else get sent to the Matrix for a moment there?
Not me.
Okay, then I must have had a connection problem because, sorry, as Vivi, you were talking, it sounded
Mhm.
like that garbled connection of, like, from the first Matrix when that garbled growl it makes when you connect to the Matrix.
That's very cool, but yeah, I wish I had heard that. Oh, shit, she can. Okay, she's going to action surge him.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
That's a subclass thing. She can give
Ah.
action surge to her companions.
Fuck
God.
yeah.
Do it.
So he's going to attack 2 more times.
Let's find her an Orm Vorax.
Terrifying.
You be quiet about the fucking aura.
I
That
never want
hits.
Midge to leave.
That one's dead. So it basically just turns into a wood chipper. It just leaps up and just starts mauling these two. That was the bite and the claws. Jesus Christ, this thing cannot roll low.
That's how familiars do.
Maybe we need to do an Oops All Tamers game now.
We do.
No.
Yes.
There's no way to balance that.
That's terrifying. Sounds really fun though.
Yes.
All right,
You
the
wouldn't
big
get
guy
that
is
without me.
the big guy is getting ripped apart. He's about half health now. So yeah, Wormfeller is ripping these ghouls apart over here to the point where everyone's just kind of looking over going, damn, that thing's bloodthirsty.
And Vasquez just going to be like, I mean no offense, but maybe you should have let him out sooner.
And maybe I should have.
He seems to really be enjoying himself.
Yes.
That's the thing about keeping animals locked up. They get antsy.
You say, but you're hasted, so it comes out super fast.
Oh, he has been feeling like
Probably-
cooped up because of being in the civilization. So
Mhm.
it tracks.
Yep.
Oh boy, the big guy manages to get a hit on Wormfeller.
No.
He's fine.
Claws, ooh, 10 damage. Not awful, but not great. All right, that's
It's,
okay.
oh no, the poor bastard drew his attention.
So these two are literally just biting each other at this point. Let's see. His AC is
Oh no, he's trying to burrow into him. Actually, that's probably what you'll do to the giant.
if he gets over there, yes. Made a note of his stuff. Okay, one more attack from the school. That one misses. So as he reaches out with claws attempting to bite, that hand gets clamped down on and bitten off. All right, so that's that ghoul's turn. We're back up to Ikla.
Alright, big guy. Is he looking down at Garm?
Yes.
Oh god. Who goes first? Him or Garm? Him.
Him.
Oh boy,
Yeah. Big boy goes after the rock.
10. I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
15, 20. And I'm gonna swing my blade. I'm actually not gonna hit him because I'm going to move the shiny object in front of his face.
Okay. Attempting to distract. Noted.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to use Dig Deep.
Okay.
Become resistant to bludgeoning and such.
Noted. Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a very good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If that's turn, we're at Hildegard.
That is turn.
I'm down to cantrips, so I have no ace shooter birds, so I can just Eldritch Blast. No, chief. First.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Fucking hell!
Nice. Okay. Which one are you targeting? The big guy?
Garbage roll, but yeah. Actually,
Okay.
no. Let's aim that at the ghoul, because if we free up the mole who go after the big.
The Mole of Death.
That is true. All right.
So yeah, let's see if we can free the mole.
Okay.
Vast
That
and
hurt.
Ridge lean
Second
out of the way.
Yep. Okay.
Second
Noted.
shot.
Still standing, but he's definitely looking rough.
Yeah, these rolls have not been amazing.
Okay. The 11 does miss.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. It'll be her turn, and then she's going to order the rock. It will fly over this fucking melee. So, next opportunity for you idiots. It's going behind the giant, because I think there's space back there.
Okay.
Like one of the few areas that's blacked out. And he's essentially going to flank Garm, I think. He's
Yep,
big
you
enough
can
to
do that.
tell.
That's doable.
Alright. Big Bird gonna attack then. Go with the happy little beak with advantage.
That hits.
35.
Damn.
Okay.
8.
So
Little
Garm, as you
talons
see
with
Ikla
advantage.
swim up and brace herself to get hit, you suddenly see a black shape fly behind and start seeing Raug ripping into this thing's back. The skin is coming off very easily.
Ugh.
Oof, that's a good
He
hit.
essentially pounces on the back and begins raking it with his talons and just digging the beak into its neck, just going feral.
And it's working.
Oh. And I also need to fucking see if he becomes a problem. Nope, he's good.
Are you going to be
You're
a
definitely
problem?
noticing that he might be getting a little too into this, and you're starting to wonder if he could potentially become dangerous and a little blind to allies. But so far, he is keeping
Yeah.
composure. All right,
The
time for the big
disadvantage is
guy.
helping.
All right, big guy, let's go. Come on. She's still like, over here. Look over here.
Oh,
There's
that's
a lot of
right.
targets.
Oh,
aren't you
that's
a
right.
soldier?
I completely forgot about one of its abilities. I need
no.
all three of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Dexterity?
Yep.
Oh, it's probably just full of.
You pass.
That's-
Oh, you actually have,
You fail.
you actually have a dexterity saving throw.
And you fail, but I'm
nice.
pretty sure rocks are immune to poison damage, aren't they?
Yes.
Then
They're
you're
immune
lucky.
to poison completely.
You're very lucky then, because a big cloud of toxic ichor just bursts out from the wounds, striking
Oh.
all three of you. So Garm fails and takes full damage. That's
Oh, wait, I'm hasted, right? I
yeah, you
advantage
are, aren't you?
on dexterity.
Yeah, you would.
Welcome.
Okay, never mind. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
Bullet
is
time
for the
was
two
fun.
of
You
you.
boot.
For the two of you, that is 8 points of poison damage cut in half to 4.
Oh, okay.
That was its reaction, technically from being attacked. And now, let me see here. Oh boy. Okay, so it's going to take a swing. Going to take one swing at Ikla with a 27 to hit.
Fucking Christ, yeah.
Jesus.
Squish.
So that is... It does not clobber you, it grabs you.
Oh.
And you feel kind of similar to back when Lusan bit your shoulder. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What?
I'm sorry, but Ikla, the kobold
23.
getting grabbed by a giant is just, I can hear the squeaky toy noise.
Okay, you pass the save. So
Okay.
you only suffer the damage. Okay, so that's 7 points of necrotic damage. You feel like this thing was draining your life force as it grabbed you. Like it was eating your life energy.
No, you don't.
Now it's going to take a swing at Garm.
Oh god, am I still in its arm? In its hands?
It lets you go. You managed to get out of it when you pass the save.
Okay.
You're not grappled or anything. All right, so with Garm, that's a soft 20.
Matches.
Yep.
Oh.
With your plus 2.
So you take...
Yep.
That's cocked. Yep. Oh, okay. So you take 21 points of bludgeoning damage as it manages to backhanded swipe you, technically, for flavor's sake, pushing you into the column next to it with a lot of force.
Oof.
All right, and that is its turn. We're now at Vara.
Okay. Just gonna keep up concentration on the haste and just hit it with a firebolt. So a lot of my other
Okay.
things are also concentration, so
That just hits.
okay.
All right, that's starting. He's starting to look a little rough.
It's not a lot of bonus actions a wizard can take, so
Nope, there are not.
You're
All
just
right.
perched on your little rock.
I am.
trying to keep as far away from that carnage as possible.
I'm not a
Yeah.
I mean, in
dumb
all
wizard.
fairness, you take one good look at that thing and think that thing could grind me into pulp with
Yeah.
one move. I don't
Yeah,
want
and-
to deal with that.
And look what happened when I moved closer. Hildegard got attacked.
I'm
It's
just
just like
gonna
she
stay
literally
here.
took 1 damage.
He'll grind
All
your
right.
bones to make his bread.
Rotten bread.
His
All
maggot,
right,
his
we're at
maggoty
Garm.
bread.
This thing just managed to get a good solid hit on you. What do you do?
Vivi,
Mm-hmm.
you've played Pugilist before.
Yep.
The temp HP I get from down but not out, does that disappear after a minute like the other temp HP from base up does?
I do not remember.
It doesn't specify.
If it doesn't specify that it has a time limit, then you should be able to keep it.
Okay, cool.
All right, so Garm.
Alrighty. It's time to go to town.
Sure is.
Rip and tear, Garm.
That
Rip and
hits.
tear until it is done.
That hits.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, do all 3
Ooh.
attacks and do the damage. I want to see exactly. Okay, so that one misses.
Damn.
But let's just see what those other 2 do, because that may not matter.
Fuck.
Fucking hell!
Okay, how do you want to do this?
He is. I know what to do. 2 hits got in, right?
Yeah, you hit him twice.
All right.
That was
So
enough.
then, with he's going full baseball, full body swing to cut one of the legs out from underneath the giant, so it tumbles just far enough that he can get up onto its torso.
Mm-hmm.
He'll sink the blade right into the skull.
Very good.
And he'll do a little. I was like,
Rest easy now, child of my gods.
Aw.
as it collapses.
And it collapses, it does. It makes a very big wave of this sewage water, unfortunately. None of you are going to get away from that.
I've been
So you all get
slithering in it
splashed
already.
by it. It is big enough to go over heads. Except Midge. Midge is tall enough, but it's still pretty disgusting. So you just see with that light that this wave of sewage and filth coming towards you, and just, oh no, no, no!
Shield.
And it falls into the muck, body sticking out. Just its massive cavity of a gut filling with this water.
Ugh.
Garm looking down at the face, partially split in a disgusting display. You see one single clear tear move out from one of the eyes, and the face curls a little bit into a smile,
Hmm.
Oh.
and it goes limp. Oh, right, there's one
Yeah.
ghoul left.
Oh, wait.
He just turns
That was
around
such-
and runs.
Like, oh, thank goodness it's over. Then you turn around and remember the mole is currently locked in a duel to the death with the ghoul over there. Like, oh,
We
right.
went under as the tidal wave hit.
Yep. All right, so if that's your turn, we're at Vask.
Does that count?
Yes, that hits. Not enough to kill it. Very
Because of
close.
his now he has a fungal infection in his brain. The effect of it looks like mushrooms sprouting on it.
Nice.
Ugh.
It is looking rough. All right. Midge just looks
Good.
over at the giant, just feeling a bit of emotion. Then, oh, right. It just looks over. It's like, you got this.
You got this. He does.
And got it, he does. All right, Wormfeller. That misses, actually. But he has that inspiration from earlier, so that hits. So, well, what do you know? So yeah, right after that, Wormfeller just looks, nods for a moment, turns around, just attacks this creature, starts ripping it open, and like you said earlier, burrows into the bloated gut.
Ugh.
It pops like a meat balloon and falls into the water. And now combat's over.
Equal,
You-
go ahead. Phoebe.
Yep.
I said you go first.
I don't really have anything.
Oh, okay. Equal, shifts back and leans against this pillar. Oh, that was a waste of time.
No, that was something that needed to be done.
No, not the fight. I was bracing myself to take a hit that didn't come.
Well, it squeezed you like a bread roll.
That came, but not. I was prepared. I was expecting it to slam down into me.
Vask and Hildegard just float over.
I have a point of exhaustion now.
Bark's just
This
kind of
is-
splashing through this shit now because she's already covered with it. It's like, whatever.
Yeah. This is bad.
Hildegard, do you want to take a ride on with your boy?
Sure, that'll free up some space. She's just gonna motion and Rog will flutter over and pick her up.
Yep. You're just
Yeah,
being princess carried by this giant raven demon.
It's just from outside
Hello.
observing. It's just this big bird just swoops by and snatches her.
Nah, her favorite place is right on the shoulder.
Ah, even better.
Exactly.
Turnabout is fair play.
Corpses.
Mm-hmm. So looking at the ghoul bodies, all of them were clothed to some extent. Most of them looked like they were wearing very expensive raiments.
Okay.
Do you think these might have been nobles at some point?
Well, do they have anything on them? Like,
Oh wait, it's the other.
Anything they have of value is so soiled that you could not sell it for anything, unfortunately.
The other bird's the one with the tech magic, right?
Well, Hildegard has it.
Oh right.
alright. What is this?
Oh, speaking of your other bird, so as things settle down, you finally get this feeling of fucking finally, I got it. And you see Lauk hopping out triumphantly on top of a pile of bones. It collapses a little bit and he flaps his wings to keep his balance. You see, clutched in his beak is a crystal bird skull.
Oh,
my
come
god.
on.
No!
Everybody immediately pissed off.
That's actually in character. Hildegard begins just bursting laughter. She's like, oh no. She's like, the thing
It'll make a
Lauk
nice
was going after was this. Just the thing he was going after was the skull for the door.
I had a
this-
feeling.
Figures. Well, it'll make a nice little trinket.
What kind of cruel god would do that?
The necromancer.
And Vask will just grumble, like he's marked like a side thought, but it comes over the telepathic link. Same one that put the third fucking key in Ichabod's hands.
Hildegard will send a message to Laug of she will turn it into a necklace for him to wear later.
Like, just damn right, I'm keeping this, and he starts flying.
Well, it's
Dives
magic.
down
it
into the
might-
water and starts swimming like a cormorant back towards you.
It's magic. It's magic, so it might have something more than just being a key to it. Well, fine, you know.
Might be. All right. So you said you were looking at the. These are stone caskets. They've all been opened at some point, and they all are empty.
This is a stone
you can-
casket.
Yep.
Okay.
You can
Does it
see a
look-
very clear inscription on it.
Okay.
Pull it up.
Because it looks like he was looking at this.
Yes. All right. You see that was the grave. You see, here lies Jarl Pharaoh Barrymore, fourth of his name.
Huh.
This was the Jarl's tomb.
Oh. So there might have been some like leftover like feelings.
Hmm
from
You get the
the,
feeling that this giant was protecting a friend and undeath,
Oh.
perhaps even avenging them when it very likely they became the very ghouls that you were dealing with.
Oh. This tomb. It was the Jarl's. She looks over at the still giant corpse. He was protecting it. Even in death. Undeath. Huh. How is everyone? How are the rest of you?
Quite the stench. I feel good, actually.
Okay, I'm back.
pretty
Sorry.
fine. I'm actually going to use my magical cutting to get me some spell slots back.
Good move.
Yeah,
Was
fair.
Like
there-
it says I have to do a 1 minute ritual. I'm gonna say my 1 minute ritual is petting the bird.
Pet that bird. Pet that
That-
hunky, muscular bird.
Did I miss anything?
No,
Not really.
This tomb was the Jarl's, which
They passed
means-
Jarls.
Yeah, the past Jarl's, which means the giant was in here protecting his old friend's corpse, and then once it probably came back to life, trying to avenge his old friend.
Ah.
That's so sad.
Vask levitates over. It's like, is that dry land?
Yeah, this rubble pile is technically dry land. That's a
'Cause I think-
column right there. But yeah, you guys now
Oh.
notice there's a massive opening the ghouls might have come through or might have gone through. You're not sure. Past this wall, you see more of that strange, bizarre, fleshy texture.
Oh God.
Also
I
more
would
bones.
like
mind you
to.
one.
Garm would like to cast Flare to get some
Mhm.
light into those tunnels.
Okay.
Gonna say, if you don't mind Hildegard going first, I have a big chunk of rock HP that something has to eat through before I hit the rest of us.
Yeah, that's true. And I have
Yep.
the advanced detect vision as well.
So he's gonna
Oh,
turn on
right.
us no matter what.
All right. So, as I'd say about this point, Laug would have flown back to your location. Interesting thing. After Laug enters in, you hear a very surprised squawk. And turning around, you see the skull floated out of his beak and is floating away.
Oh,
Oh, follow that
What
skull.
direction?
yeah, follow that skull.
It is floating to this casket over here.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
I did see that earlier. I was wondering if there was something about it, but
And upon it, So Raug actually perks up for a moment and puts you down, Hildegard, on a piece of rubble and flies over towards it. Laug flying in suit.
Oh.
The skull comes to a rest atop the casket.
Just to peek out, boys. What's going on?
I'm gonna try and open the casket.
Well, inspect it first.
Yep.
It
It is very heavily deteriorated. Make an investigation check. It's very faded out.
Could
with
I help?
disadvantage.
You can.
Can I give assistance to even it out then?
If you'd have advantage on your own, then
No, I have disadvantage because I have an of exhaustion now.
that's right. That's right. So 16.
Yeah.
So it'd be
Well,
it'd
if it's a
have to be a
straight
straight roll, so it would be the 23.
23,
Okay.
yeah. Whew.
You look over it. It is very faded, very deteriorated. All you can get are just a few letters.
Okay.
I will DM you what you're able to see. It's old text.
What language is it in?
It's in Baelish.
I do believe I speak all the non-magical tongues. Because that's a thing changelings are adept at.
I also got Baelish.
Okay.
Just incomplete words.
He here lay raw and raw something. Huh. Savior and maybe Savior. Huh. Just like, brushing off the dust and like squinting. I'm going to take a piece of paper
Mm-hmm.
and lay it against where the faded letters are and gently like
Charcoaling it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you can get that exact same amount of old lettering, but it's a very incomplete thing.
Damn. Okay. Just hoping to see if I could pick up any of the remains of those missing letters. I can't quite make it out. There's letters that are too faded.
This one appears much older than the other caskets.
I think it says here lay Ra. Do we know a name, like a Jarl's name, that begins with Ra?
Make a history check.
Feel a very gentle telekinetic turn of your head towards a bird that's next to you.
Yeah. Raug, but no, it's not Raug. It begins with an R-A and ends with an N.
You refuse to see the truth.
Five.
Raug is royalty.
Would Vesk be able to roll
course
since
he
he's
is.
a local? Or he was a local?
You can, sure, roll a history. It'll be with disadvantage, though, because this is old history.
Yeah, and my very high roll for
12.
12.
Ah,
It's
Okay.
not bad considering disadvantage.
yeah.
Yeah. Happened to somebody at long last tonight. Hasn't
Lucky
happened
number
yet.
12.
All right. Judging by the bird skull laying on it, you have no idea what it is, but you have a feeling that that word is raven.
Oh, okay. All right. Here lay Raven. Raven? No, not mother. That's. Here lay Raven.
Was it a raven skull that the trinket was?
Yep.
This next word ends in an ER.
Mother?
No, it's got 3 blank letters, an EA, another blank, and an ER.
Since you took the chalk rubbing, could you post it in the
Is
chat?
that right, BB?
Yes,
Okay.
I can do that.
Okay.
It's hard to mentally map.
Yeah, it's easier when I can actually see it.
I think Savior and. Here lay Raven.
Since when did you die?
I was always dead.
So, second to last word seems to be and.
Yeah. And I think the one right before that is something like
Is that-
Savior.
Raven something warrior, maybe?
It's 3 letters missing,
There's an
not
I.
4.
Hmm.
Savior, I think.
Savior. That would, Savior would fit that one.
Oracle.
And O.
Or no, that's not enough letters.
Oracle.
Maybe not.
Eater doesn't work either. Because it's
And
here lay Raven, because it's 2 missing letters in that word. And then the one after that has 3 missing letters, EA, another missing letter, and ER. And then the one after that has 3 missing letters, and is and. And then the last one has the O, 2 missing letters.
Actually,
AC.
that's a mistake on my part.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
So
That would be
totally
Oracle.
could be. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, okay. Savior and Oracle?
And the larger
Savior
gap
and Oracle.
in the after Raven, that might be a capital letter.
last name.
Yeah. It could be last name or title.
She looks to this is Raug is the rock, right?
Yep.
She looks to him. It's related to your mother.
He's just staring down at this casket, expression not one you've really seen from him before.
Here's a question.
She's just going to.
Hmm?
Is the casket open or shut?
It's shut.
Unlike all the others.
Well, can I
Hmm,
kind of like wedge my fingers a little bit into like the groove?
Make
You
a athletics check.
Oh
You
God!
want me
Oh
to
no!
telekinetically lift it with the last few minutes I have of this?
This would be the last thing you'd be able to do with it, or it expired.
And maybe so you don't get finger of death.
I have disadvantage, so I probably couldn't get this open even if I wanted to.
So could I just do like a telekinetic spatula, just slide in and lift the entire lid up?
You do so. Inside is a very elaborate velvety sarcophagus adorned with all manner of scrolls that are long faded and dry rotted that disintegrate. And laying in the center is the small, diminutive skeleton, minus a head, of a raven.
Huh.
Hmm.
And I assume the crystal skull floats down there.
Yep. And you realize all of its bones have that same material quality to it.
Like opalized bone.
Crystal quality.
Mm-hmm. Laug hops into the casket and hops up to right to the body and is just staring at it.
Friend of yours?
And it,
She'll
Red Raven?
We're gonna try and send to them telepathically. Are you two okay? Can you tell me what you're feeling?
Loss. Silence.
Lost. Was this your kindred?
Lost.
Oh.
she'll
You hear the throat rumble of the large of rock. Reaches down, grasps gently at the bones. Lugal.
What was that?
What? So the Logal?
Said Flugel.
What is it?
Flugel.
Flugel. Okay.
With an umlaut over the U. It's hard to do that on a laptop right at the moment.
Yeah. Raug, is that one of your fellow ravens? Like you and Laugar?
Neck just completely cranes around 180 degrees like an owl to look at you.
Yeah. There is a faint possibility we could speak with it.
Silent.
You think it's gone?
Mother mourned him.
Oh, yep.
Would either of you like to take the body with us, or to leave it here?
Raug grasps it tightly.
Careful.
Laura's just going to open her pack and she's going to open her pack
Offers
and say,
the
I can hold on
bones.
to it.
Offers the bones to Hildegard.
She's just going to nod and very carefully wrap them and pack them away.
Weird, but I'm gonna reach out and pat the rock.
The very sharp
Giant
gaze goes
murderer.
over to you for a moment, but it relaxes.
Yeah, she has a look of I understand, buddy.
Is there anything else of note besides those rotten scrolls inside the...
Not that you can really see. This thing was buried with very, very high honors.
Yeah.
I will with the last few seconds of the telekinesis, very gently put it back down.
Okay.
So as not to
Spell is
desecrate it.
expended at this point.
Yep.
Laug flaps up
Well,
onto your shoulder, Hildegard, and just looks kind of forlorn. Feathers are kind of drooped.
Just going to give him a little hug. Just hold him close for a bit.
When we're done with this dungeon crawl, I think you might be able to ask Midge a few questions, seeing as they are 800 years old.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, the Great Grave forests date back to the war between the Old Gear and the humans.
They're a little older than that.
All right, I
You
think
might-
it was versus
That's
the
the-
elves.
And the Aelid emerged, yes.
Yes.
That was a good 1,000 years before humans showed up.
Yeah, in that case, not so much, but hey,
She might have more information than we do, though.
she was a kid, to be fair.
Yeah, so it's not guaranteed, but like it's a possibility.
Like, alternatively, like, Speak with Dead doesn't work on undead, but these aren't strictly undead anymore, are they?
No.
So, would that work?
You're willing to try, but there's no guarantee.
I don't know if you should burn.
Yeah. It's
Another
not a
spell
spell slot.
I don't know if you should
It's
burn
not a
another
spell
spell
slot.
slot already, right?
It's not a spell slot.
It's an invocation.
I do this at will.
Okay, my bad.
Like, I could tap E corpse here. We don't have the time, but I could. Like, I'm going I think the best place to start is probably the giant.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yep.
And
Okay.
she's gonna mount back up, fly over here, and she's gonna tap the giant and just like put a hand in his fucking nasty ass body.
Okay.
And Channel is like, "Get us."
Okay.
Are you going to pop the spell out, or?
Yep. I remember Speak with Dead well enough. All right. It works.
Hey.
The giant's eyes shoot open, glowing green. The head, grotesquely split open still from an axe blow, turns in the sewage water to look at you.
I'm sorry to have brought you back after sending you to where you're supposed to be, but
There's a solemn and
if you don't mind,
understanding
we'd
nod.
Yeah. It's like, shit. It's only yes or no questions, right? No, it can be any question with the answers usually brief.
Yep, and give yes or no's.
Yeah. If they're being an asshole, yeah.
Like, can you tell us? Yes, I can.
Yeah. Anyways, do you know anything about the raven buried over in that casket?
Yes.
What can you tell me about them?
Many things.
Asshole. Anyway, sorry.
What did the engraving say when it was whole?
That's a good one. Just
Here
point
lay
to,
Flugel,
Gareth.
Raven, Speaker, Savior, and Oracle.
Raven Speaker.
Okay. That's 3 questions out of 5.
Maybe ask which
Well,
direction
yeah,
can we
maybe-
find the bastard who's been puppeting its body?
And what they know of it.
Yeah, that was how it died. What do you guys think?
I don't think it's the matter of death matters too much. I want to know anything we can about the dungeon boss.
I was meaning like how the raven died, because some shit went down clearly.
Oh, well, you are the
Do you
spellcaster.
want
Ask
to
your
ask about
questions.
how did Fugo die?
Oh no. Just dropped dead one day. Expended great magic before.
That will do the last thing. What can you tell me about the necromancer down here?
No necromancer here.
Somehow that's the worst answer.
Yeah, no, I thought we knew it was a Fey thing down here. We knew that. It was
Midge
invented.
did say that there was a
Oh.
dark glamour down here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we knew it was Fey.
Okay,
When
I'm
you entered
sorry.
into that first bone chamber, she could sense it.
you did say something about the necromancer. It threw me off. Sorry.
That was me. That was my bad. I missed.
It's been a long
That's
time. I'll
fine.
let you
It
do
has.
that one over.
Yeah.
Okay, what can you tell me about the dark presence down here bringing the undead back?
It craves bones. I stayed here to stop it from taking those of my friends.
Oh.
I believe that's 5 questions then.
Yep. It just
Just
looks
gonna
at
nod
you
and
and
say-
just, thank you.
I'm just gonna nod and say, I'm sorry. Just again.
And it goes limp and silent once more.
Okay, so at least we now know that it is the creature that we angered.
I don't think it's happy right now for sure.
At least we know there's nothing greater than it down here.
I don't know. But I think we'll find our answers down that way. More bones.
Yeah, Vasquez keeping an eye out.
I'm a little tired, but it ain't no time to rest.
No.
I don't have anything that I can whip up in my herbalism or alchemy to like give her an energy shot, right?
All right. Group up.
Oh, lovely.
Huh?
Hildegard straightens up suddenly. Just goes very tense. She goes, I think your friend is talking to me now.
You look like it.
What's it say?
Yes. Ask away, thief. It will avail you nothing.
If you're here, you can hear us.
Well, ain't that special?
Thief, eh? So says the crow to the raven.
I think the birds are insulted.
They're just looking around, their feathers poofed up.
Now that I don't have to worry about telekinesis, I do my normal cast light and levitate my lantern by me, since
Right.
the mage hand requires it.
You're around here somewhere. It's funny that you call us thieves when you're stealing bones.
Let us proceed.
All right. You venture into the
There's-
tunnels.
There's a branch here. Which way would you like to go?
Well, I have.
Rest for
me
now.
and you- What?
Midge calls Wormfeller away for the moment.
Oh.
He disappears in a little flash of light. We can only do that for so long. Just save it for a moment when we're needed.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
It's definitely useful there.
Yeah, I kind of wish you'd done that sooner.
When you're raised to see that ability is wicked and evil, it doesn't come to mind.
Oh,
I
let me introduce you to Blub later. I think you might enjoy. You might find him curious.
Take your word for it.
All right.
Right now, I don't think I can
point
have
down the
much.
tunnel.
I don't think I can have much pleasure in a place like this. Every hair on the back of my neck is standing up.
I see
Hey,
more
are
bones
Garm and
this
Jetta
way.
the ones who can't summon something? Summon a friend?
I think so.
I can summon something.
A
Blood.
knife. It's like, I can summon something. A knife.
No. You know what she does? Is like, watch me do a magic trick. I can summon something. Does like a swipe over her hand. There's a middle finger now.
Ooh.
Once upon a time, she might have even had a familiar.
Oh,
Yeah. He'll point down this tunnel.
I see more bones in this direction.
Okay,
I think that's going to be the norm.
just going to
Me
move
and
up here.
me and the birds have the best vision down here, though.
Rock up front, I'll bring up the rear. Keep an eye on the
seems to
walls.
come to an end. Oh. Vasquez kind of peeking. Looks like, as he points, it looks like it curves upwards here.
I'm just gonna take a quick look.
Careful.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not going to go farther than this because there's another curve this way as well.
The ground is very noticeably wet. It's not like the filth
just
water
cubby.
from before. It actually has a bit of an acrid, acidic smell to it, almost like bile.
This is. She looks back to Vask and Vara. This is just a little cubby. Is there anything in here, maybe?
Nope.
I guess just natural formation of, well, as natural as this can be.
I didn't think this place could get any more welcoming. Now there's acid on the floor.
And yeah, no, this is a dead end.
Whoever's
Does the
talking in
wall here
everybody's
look-
heads, your interior decorating sucks.
Yeah, this is a dead end, Vask.
Does it look? I was asking the DM. Does it look like a flat ending, like a?
It
wall
is
or-
rock wall, like the
Okay.
same rock wall you've been seeing in the
Okay.
actual tomb itself.
Ah, so that's probably where the tomb starts.
Okay. Yeah, because I noticed it was like very flat following the grid, so I was just wondering if that was maybe like the wall to like one of the other. Yeah. Okay.
Ah, rock. Sudden bird.
A sudden bird ass.
Careful.
Oh,
All right, love.
There's wickedness here.
oh, sweetie, you know I love you, but you're making the obvious.
Mother
Yeah, well-
fears for you here. Her
Ooh.
magic can barely reach you.
I will be okay. I have both
No,
of
that's concerning.
you. Yeah.
It wants to eat you.
It's par for the course for everything we've run into.
Hildegard or all of us?
You got bones? You got bones and want them.
Your
Oh,
bones, hand them over.
Motherfucker,
Let the bird finish.
Hildegard got stuck in the wall somehow.
Oh no.
I don't know
If
what
it's
the
some
fuck
manner of
happened.
dark, if it's some manner of dark glamored creature, anything's on the table.
Yeah,
No
what
clicking
did he
into
go-
the wall.
Hildegard got phased into the wall.
She's
Oh
trapped.
no. She telefragged.
Oh no, you've been
Shit.
Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, what's it?
This one's already half dead, anyways.
Thank you.
Philadelphia experiments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, yeah.
Priest.
It's like there's an opening up ahead with a lot of fluid.
More bones, most likely.
Just
And clearly, probably collects them.
So it sounds like once our bones. I mean, that seems pretty.
That would
Clear.
explain why it's only spoken to gestures to Garm and Hildegard. You broke some of its bones. If
In
it
the
thinks
wall,
every
yeah.
bone here is its, then you possess some of its bones. Bird you just picked up.
That makes sense in a grim way. Also, I'm stuck in the wall again.
Did call you a thief.
Thank you.
Scoffs.
You squeegee on through. It is a
Scoffs.
tight squeeze.
I don't
The
even
good
have
thing
those.
rocks are skinny.
Yeah.
It is a very tight squeeze getting through this opening, but you are able to do so.
There's
Oh,
another
God.
turn up ahead here.
Sorry, just going
Very
back
small.
to pre-game, a bittern vrock.
Terrifying.
Terrible.
I got him. It must. Mid.
Okay.
It's very tight in here.
You got bones, Mitch?
Yes. Do you
I
not?
don't. She just keeps
That's
walking.
probably why. That's probably why it's ignoring you.
Yeah,
Vast
that was
just
actually my
looks
thought
at
too.
Vara like, oh my god.
I think I'm going to stay off the rock for the rest of this because I keep getting stuck. Can you unstick me, please? Thank
The
you.
no clip isn't working.
It is very, very, very tight going through here.
It's fucking eerie in here.
There's a split, it looks like. Something
Oh god.
ahead to the left and to the right. The
The
left side looks very small.
I'll take a look to the left. I can shrink.
How about I send this and she takes the soccer off
Soccer,
her hat?
Soccer
That's
looks
a better
at you
idea.
like, bitch, please don't.
Don't put me in the slime.
If you drop me in the water,
I will kill you.
He's probably already slimed because I got submerged in a wave and he was in my hat.
That is true.
He's already fucked.
But no, that is a better idea.
So I'll throw the
Oh.
little fuck out.
All right. Soccer plops down into the bile and just high steps like he's like a dog wearing shoes
Or a
and
cat
goes
in
on
snow.
ahead shooting daggers back at you with one glance before it moves deeper in.
Suffer.
I'm gonna get back at you for that.
will soccer be upon you.
Oh no, why are there two? Why was it?
Wait,
why
why
is
is there
this
two soccer?
soccer?
Whoa! What?
Where he going?
BB?
Mm-hmm.
Is that is that supposed to be there?
What's supposed to be there?
There was two soccers.
Asshole! he's fucking.
Oh, you
with
dropped
us.
one down too.
Yeah, I dropped him
Oh,
over here.
okay.
I was like wondering what
Oh.
the fuck. I can't see
I
anything,
thought-
by the way, with
I
him.
was talking. I
Yeah.
was talking about the area up here.
I thought you were.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought this fate thing was like fucking with us.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
I can't see anything that he's seeing, by the way.
Noted.
Oh.
Just generate some light.
I don't like the ambiance.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
love
that's
the
an
ambiance.
ominous ambiance
Wait,
track
no,
name.
I love it. I love it, but also I hate it.
That better?
Yeah, I can see there. There's absolutely nothing in there.
Just bones. Lots and lots and
Bones.
lots and lots and lots of bones.
Just more bones in there. It looks like a dead end.
Start moving forward. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a little area to
Oh my
our
God.
south, but it
Another
looks like
bone
it's just
area.
a nodule.
Just another bone.
Yeah, she
area.
like it peeks in. There's another bone chamber in here.
There's another one over here.
This thing is
You're not
ancient.
very creative.
It's ancient. Whatever it is.
Undead
It's had a
Undead
long,
as well.
long time to collect all of these. You couldn't do all of this recently. This is civilization's worth.
This
If
is
it's been
longer than
down,
the city.
If it's been down here so long, why is it only now causing a problem?
Maybe it only just woke up.
Or may have gotten shook awake when
Our mutual
mute-
friend.
Things have gone wrong.
Powerful magic.
It's gone very wrong.
Can you fit in there, Raug? Laug? Laug.
It's fine. He's doing better than I think he should. There's an opening up ahead.
All right.
Oh, lovely sound.
I appreciate that Raug and Laug have started answering us, like talking back to us.
I think it's no longer funny if they don't.
Plus, we've been talking as them for a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's no longer funny if they stay quiet is the problem. Now there's shit that's important going on.
Yeah. God.
As you all step into this chamber, you see that the bones ahead are so thick that they're basically impassable.
It's the only way forward, though.
And then you hear the sound of bones collapsing behind you.
Oh.
And now it's really the only way forward.
Then you feel the ground beneath you beginning to sink. Dropping. Oh no.
Don't worry, Midge. Breathe. Hold your
I
breath.
never felt anything like this before. Cold. Never felt glamour like this.
Oh, well, we're gonna find out what it is in a minute. Seems like it's bringing us to it.
Sure does. The ground sinks, bones beginning to engulf. You're surrounded and swarmed by them on all sides. It's impossible to escape. You just hear the sounds of breathless whispers. Screams of the forgotten. Harvested bones. You feel things moving, stretching, creaking around you, as though the very world itself was just a malleable lump of clay.
Valk wants to reach his mind out like he did with Shamiz.
Okay.
Feeling for
You do
any
feel
unseen
something.
presence.
You do feel something. Just for a moment, something playful. You just get this feeling of cute.
Sounds
Robe
like Faye,
away.
alright.
Like robe away. Insect. And the bones clear into an open chamber.
What?
Oh. Oh, it's a big
You all
fucking
find
chamber.
yourselves right here.
Alright.
Ugh.
Oh, that's a big face.
Good punk.
Trout bone.
Oh, God.
Ooh. Ah, sweet, it saved the size.
Oh my god, is Trout Bone gonna be the final enemy? Bone, it was there all along.
I did joke about Troutbone having a Dark Souls style health bar appearing at one point.
Oh god.
Oh, God, no.
This entire time, it's been trying to get the last bone, the trout bone.
All right. Where are you?
Oh, is Midge here too?
Yes, I gotta drop her down. Midge
Oh.
is looking around frantically, trying to find some kind of exit.
Midge?
Relax.
Can you relax? Do you hear it?
Not. Hear what?
I do.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, it doesn't like that we're here.
He's going to like get a firm grip around her arm.
Stand strong. It's
And
not going to hide from us anymore.
Can we stand when we're standing on literal bones? There's no solid ground here.
Mid?
We're in it. We're in its heart. We're here because it wants us here. Here so it can play.
Very
Things
stupid of you. This one knows our language.
You hear echoing all around.
finally coming out?
We've been out this whole time. You just don't have the eyes to see it, I suppose. Maybe I should show you something that you can handle. A stomach, for that matter.
Wait, did you say Nat?
Look down.
Uh-huh.
Oh no,
God
What?
damn it.
we're doomed.
Rabbit.
Fucking rabbit there.
We're
What?
doomed.
The rabbit who killed all those guards.
In like a single
Oh!
round.
Oh! Oh, fuck!
The
Oh, fuck!
rabbit, the tiny
Oh,
rabbit
fuck!
appears, and then the Souls music drops.
By the way,
Can you see me now?
Remind me, who of us saw the rabbit?
just me and you.
Yeah, he'll look down at the fucking rabbit.
So it was you above ground.
I'm not speaking to you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see you.
Was it you that we saw that butchered those guardsmen? Bask says, sitting on top of eyeball blub.
Hmm? Oh, yes, that was me.
What about that thing?
I nearly
flying in the air?
forgot.
How do you forget that? Seems like that was your first time above ground in a while.
I was hungry.
Well,
Was that you who looked at like a Perryton in the sky? Or is that someone else?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Did I insight?
yeah.
You wish.
I don't know.
So,
It's like the rabbit.
The Fae
It's
like
like
to
that.
lie. I have a 0 insights. Let's go. 11.
Not bad, honestly.
You have no fucking idea. This thing is inscrutable.
Insight the
Its
rabbit.
mouth is not moving at all. Nose isn't twitching. It looks like a lifeless rabbit pretending to be alive.
ugh.
Like a poorly
Yeah.
maintained illusion.
Crosses her arms and looks down at it. So, how long have you lived here?
Disappears.
Oh,
Like blink and it's gone.
Mm,
Reappears over here.
great.
So funny how you think time is important. Never understood it.
Well,
How
some of us.
long? It's like
Yes.
asking me, how short? Wide? Deep? In here? It means nothing. But you... Thieves, brigands, intruders.
Look, we didn't come down here to cause trouble. We came
Oh,
down
but
here.
you did, because you caused trouble.
Kind of my job.
You cannot lie here, child.
I'm not.
There's nothing
We just wanted
in
to.
this realm that I cannot see.
We just wanted some safe passage for people. We didn't know you were down here.
Oh, but you did.
We had an idea there was some kind of glamored creature here, but we didn't know what. I don't imagine you're much one for talking.
Uh-oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do.
What?
It's always ominous.
Yeah.
I love it though when I'm the DM, but it's so ominous now as the player side. Mm.
Let me see exactly what it says there, Vivi. Though I don't think
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Please
think it's
do.
true sight. It's ethereal sight.
You can see into the ethereal plane. Okay.
Not quite true sight, but you know.
Yep. Okay.
Look, I'm sure this isn't going to mean anything to you, but like, you could just we don't have a quarrel with you. We just want to make this place safe for some people.
You made a quarrel with me the moment you broke my collection. I worked so very hard. You have any idea how irreplaceable that bone was? There will never be another one like it. Never. It's gone now. And
You feel just icy daggers in your mind, Hildegard.
are trying to take something that doesn't belong to you.
You are laying claim to something that doesn't belong to you.
You're in my realm. Your mother means nothing here. She can try to take it,
Those bones are of their kin.
and it's mine
Why
Not
is it
anymore.
yours?
because I took it.
Did you?
And by that logic, it is mine now.
You're not making a very good case for letting me, well, let you leave.
Neither are you.
I wasn't planning on that.
You really think the stars can see you here, little puppy? You're in my warren now.
Then kill me already.
Why would I do that? I have so much more I can do.
There's not much you can do to me. I don't even have bones. What's the point?
Oh, it's not you I have use for.
Oh no.
There are bones in the soup, isn't there? Underneath our feet.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna feel around with his foot. And just quite pointedly apply pressure with his heel. Until he hears a snap.
The rabbit's neck snaps as quickly as it looks to look at you.
Yeah. I'll scoop up a bone.
Oh, we can't make it angrier at us.
She's gonna reach out because she's closest to Midge, and she's going to like kind of grab her bicep and squeeze it.
Mm-hmm.
That rabbit means nothing. We're in a mouth.
This is the creature itself, then. And if you kill me, it collapses down on top of you. You're in my realm. My garden, my collection. Why would I ever let you leave? Unless you can bring me something of value in return.
So you'd rather us be here and fuck your shit up. Destroy your collection.
Do you know how it feels to spend an eternity in darkness? Surrounded by the bones that might be those you know and love.
Can't say I have that particular feeling.
There's a slight wince from Hildegard.
Who are you?
You can call me many things. A lot of names. You may simply call me the Bonemonger.
Oh. All right.
And
Bonemonger.
I will offer one term in exchange. I will let you live, and I will let those little doppelganger stay here, provided they earn their keep.
What does that mean?
There is one above who I desire. Bones of a radiance I have not seen in some time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, that's the character. She laughs. You want his bones?
Yes,
You want the
one for
bones?
each of you. A skull, a rib, and 5 of his finger bones.
You. Oh, that's incredible. You want Judge Jabral's bones. That's And what makes you think he won't just kill you?
What makes you think his god knows I exist?
What makes you think taking his bones will in any way stop him? He's died before.
I will bury them so deep his god could not know where they are. They will be mine,
So,
and I will let you live.
wait, you're telling me that you could keep him dead forever?
There are so many things I can do.
Listen,
Don't threaten me
I
with a good
will
time.
happily. You didn't even. You could have just asked me, no strings attached, to bring you Jabral's corpse, and I'd have done it. This is just a bonus.
The telepathic link's still up, right?
Yep.
Not that it matters. Apparently, read our minds to some extent. But Hildegard's going to use it to contact Jetta and say, it's not going to matter. It will use the changelings as foot soldiers if it has to.
Provided
That is
they
what it's
earn their keep.
Use the boneless to steal the bones.
No, when
They
you
have
say
no value to it.
that they have to earn their keep, what do you mean by that?
Why should I have to do the work? When I have them, you Dolphel were made serve. What greater purpose could you do than serving me?
Take a piss? We're not servants.
Oh, but you are. It's what you were made for.
Oh,
It's the one thing the Savarda knew how to do, was create things to serve.
I am nobody's servant. We are nobody's servant.
Then you're just kindling. And you have no purpose.
And you're just a pre-corpse.
My price just went up. I will take his bones. And your friends. The puppy. I think I'll take one of the ones out of your ear. You don't even know you have them, do you?
What?
And you, the little thief. Oh, I will display your bones to your corpulent mother. I will taunt her endlessly with them. I've already taken one of her children. What's 3 more?
Oh man.
You are in
Okay,
no position
slightly-
to gloat. You are in no position to be proud. You are a lump of clay, molded to serve.
All right, that's enough. And she's gonna bring out the phantom
Mhm.
limb.
Hildegard's gonna look down this thing and say, "You are a pathetic thing that could not stand the dark it was buried in."
Oh, well, that's where you're wrong. I love it here. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
God.
Ah!
I so wanted to call it out. It essentially just said, "Yo, mama's fat."
Mhm.
I'm sorry,
Bastard.
but I see no peaceful resolution to this anymore.
No,
Nope.
there is no way in which
No.
this thing is at all living.
No.
Yeah, I'm not about to sign over everybody's souls to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even if we didn't kill Jabal and some reason left the changelings here, it just marched them to their deaths against him.